Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Loyalty forever. Bubba Army strong, yeah, we ride together. From the callers on hold to the fans online. Everybody locked in at the same time. Raise your voice, let the whole world see. Ain't no fan base louder than the Bubba Army.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I might not have the manliest job in the world, but I gotta get up. I gotta take the roadways, and I don't know why we decided to shut down a super highway down to one lane with some merging action, okay? I got places to be. And now I look like a giant fruitcake rolling in here 1 minute late with this little whipped cream on my oat milk latte.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Lummy programming note, I think opening up with a Seth Kushner meltdown is kind of the ticket.
Okay.
To get the show going. I like it.
Can we have one a day, Seth?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's probably not good for his mentals. We could, if we framed it as a segment where Seth specifically picks a topic that kind of irritates him, I'm sure we could find one a day. But I kind of like, I think that more spontaneous, I'm really suffering from something that's pissing me off would be more organic. Well, if we happen to catch lightning in a bottle one time, than just it being a contrived bit.
What if I did an open letter once a week?
Dear world, this is Seth Kushner, and let me tell you what really pisses me off.
You want to know what grinds my gears?
Man, Brian, you look good as hell.
Thank you, sir.
Man, you're going to win whatever thing you got going on just rolling up like a straight pimp.
It's a lawyer beauty pageant.
Now, do you ever, and with the day and age of a lot of what you used to do in person now via Zoom and things like that, is it really kind of rare to actually get physically in front of a judge in a courtroom?
In on the civil side, on the personal injury side, yes. It's this. I'm going to defend a client on a traffic accident here, but it's not something I typically do. But with this particular client, I felt sorry for her because she didn't do anything wrong. And
Man,
got
you look great.
Up.
Wow.
Thank you.
Man, I can't.
Are you talking me or Macho? Because he just walked in front of me.
Well, Macho always looks good.
The traps are looking good, man.
Macho's looking very symmetric.
I can tell what he's been working on there.
Mm-hmm. Seth Wiley, $20. It's Thursdays.
It's almost like his tank top is a tent. The way it's pitched up on those traps.
Well, I think the tank top is just to cover it. He'd rather roll around topless, but I think he knows that that's probably. You know, I want to go on record by saying, if anybody has a good enough body here at the BRN to walk around with no shirt, that I don't have a problem.
TOPLESS, topless. That's for my boy Ron in Nevada.
You were afraid of doing the penis bit, but now you're saying feel free to walk around the BRN shirtless if you feel like you gotta...
I'm just saying, if you got a good enough body where you don't have a problem with walking around here with no shirt on, I don't have a shirt policy necessarily.
Oh, boy.
This is super gay Bubba Light over here.
So what about that?
I'm not trying to make it a sexual gay deal. I'm just saying, like,
Well, what about that other idea that you had there where you wanted to do who had the most surprising wiener at the BRN?
That's going to end up being a problem, and people are going to try to spin it into something that it's really
not.
But
it's just cool. I mean, it's just guy talk, man.
No, but here on, if you do, I mean, we do guy talk, and, I would say that most guys do guy talk, that they don't want the public necessarily to know, but they're secure enough in their own skin to be able to guy talk with a group of their friends, whether at a ball game, watching a ball game, playing golf, bowling, whatever. I'm sure, Brian, during your bowling league, you might have some guy talk with your fellow bowlers that you wouldn't want necessarily on the air.
Yeah, we talk about how much our balls weigh, and we clean each other's balls. If there's something wrong with one of our balls, we point it out to the other one.
If that would be on the air or be publicly consumed, people would probably get the wrong impression. Nobody really wants to clean your physical balls that are attached to your scrotum, but guy talking about it on during bowling is harmless, if you will. Doesn't mean anybody's gay, or doesn't mean anybody wants to be gay. And quite frankly, if you want to be gay, it's your own. That's your own decision. But we're not trying to project our potential gayness on anybody.
And look, Bubba, I don't think it was gay of you to say that you wish that you had seen Seth's penis and you were really curious as to what it looks like. I mean, there's nothing gay about that, right?
Let me ask you a question.
Really, come on, Seth.
I'm secure enough in my skin to know, and everybody's a liar if you don't at some time or another want
That's not true, man. That's not true.
Let him go. He's cooking. He's cooking. Let the man cook.
Are inquisitive to what a potential Hollywood or guy's penis might look like. I mean, right? I mean, wouldn't
no, dude. I got so many other things in my head that I worry about, other than.
I don't say that it consumes my head, but if I see,
you're thinking.
If I see Shaq and Charles Barkley talking, I would, maybe I'd be like, I wonder what Shaq's penis looks like.
Just talking to each other, or the only time it ever, pops into my head is when
you guys are all gonna hang me out. I know you are.
It's like when a little sideline reporter is talking next to this gigantic mountain of a man, and then maybe I'm thinking of the sideline report in that way. But if Shaq was talking to Charles Barkley, I'm not sitting there going, man, I wonder who has the bigger hog.
I don't. That's not my first thought.
Is it a second?
No, it's not even the top 10. But if it could come up. I mean, Jesus, I'm not trying to paint myself in. I mean, listen, I'm killing myself right now. People are going to absolutely kill me.
No, dude, we are all with you, man.
So the new policies is that we're allowed to walk around here shirtless, and we need to be comfortable about having a penis off.
No, I didn't. Who are? What are you, Lummy Lasker over there trying to?
Oh no,
I'm
trying to write it down.
There's nothing about.
It's a new policy.
He's got to.
There's nothing about penis offs. There's nothing like that.
There's just let me write down that it's okay to yearn to see your coworker's penis.
No,
that is okay.
We're not writing. Okay, that's a rule that you made. That's not a rule
that's
that I
what
made.
You're saying.
No.
You're saying it's okay to yearn if you see a couple of guys. It's okay to wonder what they're working with, and that's totally normal. I guess.
You know what? Everybody is lying through their teeth.
No, we're not.
If one time or another you've not thought about that. That's what I'm basically saying. At one time or another, it's probably crossed every one of our minds as to what a particular person that you see on TV or what their penis, what they're working with. Now, does that mean that you want it and that you yearn for it and that you are enamored? No, it doesn't. It's just curiosity. If
you're not watching Fox News and going, man, I bet Britt Hume has a big hog, then I don't know what you're doing, Seth.
I don't think
he can't have a voice like that.
Bubba, by the way, I'm not going to leave
I wish somebody would.
Go ahead, Lummy.
I'm going to be 100%. This morning, when Babyface was talking about his junk being insignificant in all ways, I thought about it for a second. That I wonder if that means Babyface has a real veiny.
So here's the deal: Babyface was talking about his penis.
Yeah.
Time out. Hold on. Let's really set the stage here. Let's, truth in broadcasting. we were talking about peptides, okay? We were talking about how comfortable and small and you don't even feel a 31-gauge needle going in. And I made an offhanded joke about how my wife says it's just a little prick and she can barely feel it. And you guys, you immediately went and said, yeah, Brian's probably a 31, Seth's a 29. I bet he's really girthy. I can't believe I've never seen his hog.
Okay, and then you said, I'm a 31 where my wife can't even feel me.
No, I already said that part. I was like, as a joke, as an offhanded comment, talking about peptide needles and diabetes needles. You then said, you're probably a 31. I imagine Seth's thick. He's probably a 29.
Okay, so
I've never seen his penis.
Babyface, you were leading Bubba into that conversation. All right? It's your fault.
I made a joke. I made a joke.
Okay.
Bubba doesn't need to be led into a meat-gazing conversation.
You led me into it. I filled that lead, and now it's all coming back on me. And now I'm
made a joke.
I'm bisexual and I'm gay and I want to see man's penises. I'm a cuck. All everything.
Well, we didn't get into the cuck part, but we were definitely curious as to why you were upset that you hadn't seen Seth's penis.
I wasn't upset. I was inquisitive. Did the word upset ever come over through my lips?
No, it never had.
I just said all guys at this point have seen each other's wieners, which I just don't even know what at this point means. And
let's just, if we were to be intellectually honest and completely transparent, I said I wonder which person here at work has the most like kayfabe penis, like who has the one that would really shock everybody.
Yeah, and that's okay to talk about and still not be considered gay in any way, shape, or form.
And you know what? What's wrong? Listen,
nothing more hetero than a good old fashioned cock off.
Let's watch our language here on that. Let's call that a penis off, if we could, please.
I was referring to roosters and chickens.
Oh, okay.
There's a new show on HBO, Rooster, with Steve Carell. It's a great one.
Yeah, there you go.
I heard that was good.
Oh,
actually.
It's good.
No, is it on HBO?
Yeah.
And it's called Rooster?
Oh, yes, sir.
With Steve Carell?
Oh, yeah.
And what's the premise of it?
Oh, I don't really know quite yet. He's an author that gets forced to teach on a college campus because his daughter got suspended and they wouldn't bring her back unless he started working there. So it's a whole thing.
I like Steve Carell. I also like Jason Bateman too. Isn't he in something new right now?
Who do you think has the bigger penis though, Bubba? Jason Bateman or Steve Carell?
I don't know.
I'm going to say Jason Bateman.
No, if I was to be really honest with you, I don't know. Like, I really don't. I could usually give you an answer, but that seems like kind of maybe a tie.
No, because I think Jason Bateman's a little, like bigger looking guy.
I don't think so. I think him and Steve Carell are very much the same kind of guy. Littler. What are they? Probably both 5'8"?
Jason Bateman's 5'11".
There you go.
Oh, okay, and Steve Carell probably
5'7".
No, he's probably 5'9" to 5'11".
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
Steve Carell is?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Bateman. I would say maybe Bateman just based on height. But, I mean, you're the one that brought that topic up, not me.
No, absolutely. I'm gay.
I would think, you know what, you can call me anything you want. You really can. And the trolls and the haters, they can have a heyday with me. But I think that my track record on my sexuality speaks for itself. What?
Nothing.
I don't know, Bubba.
I don't know.
What?
Well, I mean, we know you used to get sucked up in the J-Corps building, but I mean, you've got penises involved in your sexual history. We don't have that.
Who doesn't? I've had threesomes. I've had, I've lived the life that most men
20 perverts
that most men.
Yearn.
Well, I mean, Brian, you've probably sexually not lived the life I have.
No.
Or had the opportunities to be as freaky. And, I mean, have you ever been with two girls?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Most people probably haven't. Lummy, have you ever been with two girls?
No, I have not.
And
Seth, have you ever been with two girls?
Hell yeah.
And my ex slept
Hold
with
on.
Leaping Lanny Poffo.
Really?
For real?
No.
I'm going to say, well, you're man. Whew.
All right.
You're coming after that.
Let's just move on, okay?
Why, you don't hear about when I boned two bitches?
Well, no, I do. I want to hear all of that. I just don't want to. You guys are married, and I don't
back and
necessarily
unzip those pants, big boy.
I don't know
They
necessarily.
were a year and a half apart, but Seth considers it a threesome because it was in the same room.
Right. Or they knew each other. They at least knew each other. So, no, I mean, out of respect to your wives, if the threesome didn't include your wife, I don't think we should probably be talking about it.
It predated my wife. She's aware of it. She doesn't care.
And has your wife ever talked about some of her sexual naughtiness before you?
Not as much. I mean, she said some stuff about college. Look, people lived life before she lived life before me.
I've lived life.
Yes.
I've lived life, and I've been in a position to where
Dude, you can live life without wieners, man.
Well, I mean,
Not really.
Not really.
There's 4 in the room right now that we know of. They're everywhere, man.
All right. So anyway,
No, dude, we're on to something here. Don't let it go, Sponcho.
I mean, what is left?
So let me ask you this: while we're on the subject, let's hetero this up a little bit. What is your pinnacle sexual moment from your life, Bubba? Like, what would be the one moment where you're just like, oh, that was the greatest moment for me sexually in my life?
The 98 Rock days were pretty cool, going out of town on a tour bus and, going, to all our affiliates, and the amount of, because back then we were social media. Like, there was no other way to know what was cool or what was happening or what band was playing where or who needed boobs or just like, I mean, just my night. I would say probably my 98 Rock days, or my Power Pig days when I actually physically broadcast from Gandy.
I'm talking about a specific moment, though, not an era, like a girl or a woman or a conquest. One like probably, your top sexual moment.
I don't know that I can be honest about that. I don't know that I can talk. I don't know that I can necessarily talk about that for MDAs that I've signed, or
what? You've signed NDAs?
With my wife, we have the separate mutual.
Oh, that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've done, probably a threesome with me and a girl and 2 girls, whoever
and a girl and 2 girls, so that'd be 4, wouldn't it?
Me and whoever, me and my significant other, and then another girl.
Okay.
So and that happened quite often.
It wasn't taking down Samantha Fox.
I don't know that we ever talked about.
We've talked about like 4 times there, buddy.
We did on one show.
No, because
how would I know about
it? It wasn't really that. That was a really, really lucky. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. She really hadn't hit it big yet. She would have never given me the time of day otherwise, ever.
She's a lesbian now.
Well, okay, that's great, but it wasn't really like it was a 15 or 20 minute deal. And then I think she completely regretted it. And she certainly was not of sound mind. She was heavily intoxicated.
So you may. I
didn't rape her, and I didn't sexually assault her. But it's something.
But there was no way she could have consented.
She would. If you were to ask her about June of 1989,
she doesn't know what the hell. She won't know.
She would never know.
No.
The only thing she might know is when she was at the Illinois State Fair, and that she went back into the city of Chicago that night after the gig. And I don't think that, and she may have remembered having sex with somebody, but I don't think that she would remember my name or the particulars or anything like that. So that wasn't something that was, that wasn't something that was super freaky or super satisfying or went for a long period of time, or, that's just bragging rights for me. And I'm sure that most of the people don't even believe it. So I don't like to really expand on it too much, but I've done, I've had a lot of threesomes. I'll just say that, and they're pretty hot. I mean, if you're under the right circumstances.
Which one's better, 2 girls and you, or 2 guys and a girl with
2
you?
girls and me are far better. I've had limited on. I mean, I've not done as much, nearly as much.
Have you done the 3-guy one?
No. I've
You never were part of like a little train?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
I mean, just 3 guys.
And no, I've never been No.
Okay.
And the three, me, a dude, and a girl, really only has happened probably less than 10 times.
Yeah, that's rugged.
Less than 10 times.
And
that's a big number.
well, I mean,
Less than 10.
If you look at the other equation, it's probably happened 40 times. So, but me and a guy and a girl was always like a very good friend of mine. It just wasn't some random dude that I knew. It was somebody that I knew, very well. It was a very good friend of mine. And
Anthony Stewart.
Yeah, we're not going to get any. I mean, we're not going to get into any names at all. None. Zero. In fact, let's move on. So, Brian, to answer your question, it was probably one of my many.
One of the 40 threesomes that you've had in your life,
if not more. That was kind of a cool thing. It's cool if everybody's on the same page and everybody just kind of flows and it could go for a couple hours under the right circumstances.
But were you having threesomes when you weighed 48?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just having onesomes. Okay. I mean, I was having a threesome because I was big as two men. So yeah, the girl was having a threesome. I wasn't. So anyway, listen, it was all over the. I didn't get a lot of. You guys with news with regards to prepping me, I didn't get a lot of Artemis stories at all, and the only Artemis thing I really got was, and it was really it's really a big thing. It's the first time since 1972 that we have sent human beings to the moon, and actually this mission's farther than the moon.
A lot of people saying it's the first time ever.
Yeah.
I sent you some stuff. It's on the back end.
It's on the back end to where?
Gary put it up for YouTube on the back end.
Oh, okay. So I need to go take it from that. Take it from YouTube.
Well, you have it's one of the video that you have up right now.
You mean the Tuttle?
It's the Tuttle one, yeah.
All right. Well, again, there was, ABC covered it live, Fox covered it, every major news channel covered it live, and then probably really wrapped it up nicely in a news story. If you guys could find me,
No, we have better coverage. We have it from TNN, the Tuttle News Network.
So I will tell you this:
is it true they were just throwing out the Epstein files in space?
Yeah, I think they actually have the Epstein files, and when they get on the other side of the moon before they slingshot back to America, they're going to open the window up and just let it float out there. It's just going to be.
We released the files. We released them all.
It's now officially space junk, is what it is, and not likely to float back anywhere time soon. No, it's just not. Go ahead and try to find it if you will. We'll release what we got left.
This planet's not ready to see what Epstein did, but the other planets are.
Yeah. So anyway, I was watching, I think the ABC coverage, but then I flipped over and I thought CBS was doing a better job on the national network, but Artemis, I didn't know that the whole unit weighed 6 million pounds.
Wow.
When it's there on the tower before it blows, had the two or three solid fuel rocket boosters, and then I think after 7 minutes, those things kind of peel off and go into the ocean, and then there's one more left, and then I forget at what minute mark that one finally detaches, and then they're into space. At one time, I think they were going like 18,500 miles an hour. Now I wonder what. Do you think, Brian, if you're going 18,500 miles an hour, I think they said it was 4 or 5 Gs, are those astronauts just planted back in their seats?
It's got to be more than 4 or 5 Gs.
That's what they said.
Really?
4 or 5 Gs, yeah. But I mean, they're just looking straight up, right?
Yeah, you can't move.
Right. And then, so it's going to take what? Does the whole thing last 10 days, and it takes 6 to get to the moon, or 4 days to get to the moon? Anyway,
the whole thing's 10 days, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I think it's 4 days to get to the moon, and then they're going to slingshot around the moon, and then come back to Earth and land over there somewhere near California. And
the fastest ever was Apollo 8. They reached orbit in 69 hours, but it takes about 3 days.
So they're saying that this is the most powerful rocket that we've ever launched because it's the furthest that humans, we're actually we're not going to the moon, we're going to the backside of the moon.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to reach the moon's vicinity on the 6th day.
Right, and then they go around the moon, kind of Pink Floyd-ish, the dark side of the moon. They go around the move, and I guess they're even call it it's called a slingshot move because they get into like a gravity vortex, and it spits them back to where like they're where they're headed. They got just little thrusters on their capsule at this point that kind of guides them back into I guess headed back to where we're going.
It's like we have Bubba DeGrasse Tyson on the show today.
I sent you the news story. Then also I resent it to you. Was Macho also took video? I resent that to you.
Macho took video?
Yeah, it was like right above it. I resent it.
Yeah, well, here's the news. Here's the news story of Artemis yesterday, and I watched it. Did you see where they stopped? They stopped the countdown at 10. It was at 19, and then they went all the way down to. It was on time to release to be like blow off at 6:24, and then with T-minus 10 minutes left, they stopped it. Because I guess they were having some type of battery charging issue or not. And I'm thinking, oh, man, with 10.
Challenger.
Yeah,
Everybody's...
And then you watch that and you just look at how much, 6 million pounds, and about probably 4 million of it is all high volatile jet fuel. And so you're just thinking, man, this is just... I think everybody watches it and they want it to go okay, but deep in the back of their head, like, man, like why do people go watch NASCAR? They want to watch the races, but they're also waiting for that big wreck.
I wonder what the astronauts' hogs look like at 4Gs.
Probably, I would think that very inverted.
Yes,
no matter how well hung you are, that I got to think that 4Gs is not probably really conducive to having a good showing. I would just say,
that would be a good question for an astronaut. What happens to your nuts when you hit 4Gs?
The United States is headed back to the moon for the first time.
Now, this is going to be the farthest that any human has ever traveled in space because the other space missions all stopped at the moon.
Are they doing anything up there? They're just breaking world records.
I think
it's
Seth,
Red Bull.
I think that they're just doing. This is the test run for when we do go to the moon. Is it 2029 or 2028?
No, 2028.
In 2028, they're going to the moon again.
It's just a test run.
This is the test vehicle and the test, the test run to see if they can get there. So they're not only going to get there, but they're going to go around the moon and then come back. So I think this is just the Artemis 2 is literally just kind of like the test flight to see if indeed this particular vehicle can make it.
Yeah, because we're in a race with China.
In over 50 years.
Right now, Artemis 2 is orbiting the Earth.
And by the way, so I've learned that this is in 1972. 1969 was the first time that we did it. In 1972 was the last time that we did it, and we did it a total of. We actually went to the moon 6 times, supposedly. If it wasn't on a Hollywood stage, if you believe that we went, I am a believer that we did go to the moon.
I wonder how many of those astronauts that actually landed on the moon are going, what the hell, when they say this is the first time we've ever done this? Like they actually landed on the moon. We're just going around this time. We're not even landing. We're just saying, hey, backside of the moon, bye.
Well, I think at this point, Mach, because it's an all-new vehicle and all-new technology, they just want to make sure that we can make it there. I think so.
About 46,000 miles above. It was a picture-perfect liftoff from the Kennedy Space Center.
Did anybody go outside and look? Could you see it from outside?
I was 70 feet in the air.
That's the video I sent you.
Were you on a radio tower?
No.
What, you're just going to leave us hanging?
No,
when
the video comes up, we'll talk about it.
Let me say he's got the video.
He has a
Artemis
jetpack.
2 will circle the moon, and the astronauts all...
Now, the one thing that I absolutely need to put on my bucket list, my brother-in-law, Tarek, his father works for NASA, and Tarek
in the Bahamas?
No, is it NASA?
NASA.
All right, works for NASA. He actually works for NASA in the jet propulsion. He's really like a really high up guy, Tarek's dad, and he's a full blown Egyptian. And Lummy, like Tara and Tarek have seen probably 10 or 15 blasts off, and Tarek gets to go where like the employees get to watch it from.
Nice.
And like I think the closest you can get if you're just the media or something like that is 4 miles. Like this is taken 4 miles away, but there's a place between this place and the actual launch pad that like employees and family can go of NASA. And Tarek has invited me I don't know how many times, and he's like, you don't even understand. Like you cannot appreciate how like the whole ground just like how violent and how much how unbelievable it is.
I wonder how much 5, 10, 15 times more in drag racing, because didn't you say like when you're right behind a drag it's like violent?
Well, it's 12,500 horsepower, and it's the most violent thing you've ever seen. You're like, oh my God, how can there be a human being in that top fuel nitrous dragster that can actually go from 0 to 300 in 3 seconds?
Well, I went to see the actual last launch of the space shuttle, and that was amazing. And I was across the water, and I could feel the ground just shaking.
You were probably like, I think they have a 4 mile and a 7 mile observation area. You might have been at the 7 mile.
It was still very intense.
And it's unbelievable.
How close can you get on the water?
I don't think very close at all, Brian. I think they actually have, and we don't ever see them, but they have Coast Guard cutters out there,
and they're the choppers in the air, making sure people.
Yeah, they have it locked down. Like there's military aircraft that are deployed.
But I can't believe I can't really believe that they're keeping like a 4 mile perimeter on the ocean on the water.
Yeah.
I imagine you got to be able to get within a mile on the water.
No.
Have you ever tried to get close on MacDill?
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But when you do, because I've been fishing over there.
Hold on,
they're on you like 2 seconds.
Hold on, Macho Man. I mean, hold on, Brian. Listen to this. Me and Fabrizi one time took our jet skis over from St. Pete over to MacDill, and we got probably within a mile, maybe a mile and a half, and they were on us. I mean, they had deployed somebody from MacDill to have one of these rubber rafts. And they
get out there quick.
But that's what I'm saying, like a mile or so, yeah. But 4 miles.
But Brian, you got to think that's just MacDill on a regular day.
That's just MacDill on a Tuesday. I mean, when they know that this is going to happen at Wednesday at 6:24, they got the infrastructure and everything set up. Let me Google that. Like, how far?
I'll have to ask my boy Chris.
On board, we'll see something.
So listen, I got to one of these days go with Tara and Tarek and go see his dad and go to the friends and family observation area. Supposedly, it's like 3 miles or 2 miles. Like it's like you literally think the lawn chair that you're sitting on is going to break. Like it's like
you're never going to a rocket launch in your life.
I might. I need to do more things.
Other humans have ever seen before.
Well, wait till these gas prices
Anthony
go
Carlo
down.
with details on the mission.
I mean, yeah, how much is jet fuel? How much did this cost to do?
And those who watched along in awe.
5 inches lit. Few thick.
Man, we're watching this on TV, but can you even imagine
to match the marvel of a rocket launching into space and lift off? This launch from Florida's Kennedy Space Center was so historic. The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins. That neither the children watching with wide eyes from a viewing party in Jersey City nor their parents.
Jersey City?
Well, yeah, they're at a planetarium, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Had ever seen anything quite like it.
I've only sort of seen it in movies and read about it in books, so it's great to sort of see it live.
I really like space.
After years...
Get out of here, you little kid.
The preparation.
We're not going to miss you if you want to head there right now, kid.
Yeah, you know what? I got a one-way ticket for you with that little fudge bar, buddy.
And a few minor pre-launch hiccups, NASA sent 4 astronauts...
See, when I'm watching this on TV, I'm like, man, when are one of those little O-rings going to fail?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, you got so much going on here and so much propulsion, and it's such a violent, like it takes so much energy to get this, capsule into space, that, there's a lot of things that could go wrong.
I whack it to the Challenger
moon
video.
Mission in more than 50 years. The 3 Americans and 1 Canadian said goodbye to their families before leaving Earth's atmosphere and blasting into the unknown.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
About 4,000 miles beyond the moon, farther than the Apollo 13 mission in 19...
So they're going 4,000 miles past the moon.
Yes, so get slingshot back.
Farther than any human has ever gone.
Ascent day is very tough. It's tough physiologically, and it's tough from a workload issue as well.
I wonder if those astronauts, the 4 of them, are in their little in their seats, as they're blasting off 4 or 5 Gs, just looking straight up, wondering, man, there's been people that have died doing this.
I'm sure the thought crosses their mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The course of the 10-day mission, the crew will take the spacecraft on a test spin while in orbit. Then they'll head toward the moon for a lunar flyby before slingshotting back to Earth for an ocean splashdown. One giant leap.
Man, how bad would it be if those parachutes don't come out?
But you're really rooting for destruction on this, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying there's so many things that could go wrong.
And that's why there's so many brilliant people that make sure that these get up in the air and do what they need to do.
You know what? I'll take that. Thank you.
Actually, a permanent moon base.
It is. Yeah, here's what I don't understand. For what?
For that guy's ears.
No, but they
can't fit on this planet.
Marco Rubio called and said he wants to do side-by-sides with you so he doesn't look so big.
This guy can get to the moon just by flapping those ears.
This guy can actually hear what's happening on the moon right now.
He's deployed for landing.
My God, flaps out, buddy. That's 30 degrees flap on at 727. My God.
He hears us talking about him right now.
And he's in Houston.
Part of a much bigger program.
Holy.
This is
Erios.
America and our partners.
Tyson wouldn't even know where to start biting on that.
Return to the moon.
I was going to bite his ear, but I couldn't. There was just too much of it.
And we're trying to do it this time to stay.
Many here in the crowd at Liberty Science Center took all of this in for the very first time. Others, however, have seen the progress in space exploration firsthand over the years. And they too marveled at how far we've come.
My mom's. All right, I've seen enough. Thanks.
You don't want to marvel?
You don't want to see people sitting in a movie theater talking about space?
I want to play Tuttle's video and Macho Man's video next.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Squirrely guy in Horrible Bosses. He was good.
Yeah, he was good in that movie. Good morning, Greg D.
Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ripset.
It's Tuttle here, and I'm live.
Is this Macho Man's right here on me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Tuttle, right? The TRN.
What's up, Dirt Merchant? How you doing? Yeah, Justin Buck sent you a package, Seth.
Yeah, is he here? I'm opening up right now.
Yeah, he's here. He said enjoy it. Can I come see?
No.
I'm coming to watch whether you like it or not there, big boy.
Just so Brian can judge this stuff heavily.
No, I'm just... Jeez. That's what you think I'm here to do? Wow, that's a big package you got there. Man, I knew it.
Oh boy.
You got some slabs?
I don't know if there's another bug. It's another.
Hey, Brian, I'm going to text you because I don't want the hot mic to hear it.
Okay.
But I found something while we're moving things.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Whew. Okay.
Mike Singletary on the top, or?
Let's see what we got here. Mike Singletary Galaxy Grades.
Nice.
Topps Chrome.
Fun card.
Caleb Williams Rookie.
What is that, the
Prismatic?
Yeah, nice.
Whoa, Roma Dunze 10. Is that gold?
Yeah, it's numbered.
Oh, out of 75. Okay. Wow. Roma Dunze rookie.
That's cool.
Caleb Williams 10
on the Panini draft picks.
Fuel. I like the new grading companies. Caleb Williams rated rookie optic
I
base.
sent it to you on your phone.
Okay.
I found this.
Woo! Okay. Ooh, the purple.
Purple Shock. Caleb Williams 9. I remember you told me I was getting that one. Shador Sanders on the score.
Oh, that's cool.
I bought it like
For 500?
Huh?
For like 500?
No, I bought it in like the Sirius XM days for like 1,100,
Yeah.
1,200.
I was gonna say not a lot. Yeah,
No,
that's
and-
awesome.
Yeah, and it's in a it's like almost in a Beckett.
Yeah, yeah.
type. It's like in a it's got a. It's got a.
Was that from like Tom Bean's days when he was into that?
No, yes.
Yeah.
But this was not that same company.
Right, right.
What was that? Numis?
Well, now you've just kind of given away, but yeah.
No, but I mean. we're just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
I
fine
know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just letting you know. I was trying to be
Is
cryptic.
that company still around?
I have no clue.
I don't even know what it was called.
You're right. You nailed it. That's what it was called.
Numis Pneumatic, I think.
Yeah.
Something like
Man.
that.
Wow.
I've looked that up though, and I can't find it.
You got a wad of cards there. Bear down, man.
Let's see. All right, Roma Dunze Portals. Caleb Williams Select.
Production line.
Roman Caleb. Wow, look at all these Caleb rookies. Rome rookie.
I haven't seen that Zenith marquee.
Caleb Prestige. Justin Fields.
Those Prestige are nice looking cards.
Never forget. The Prestige man. Luther Burden on the threads.
Caleb Select. Notoriety.
Justin
Rome.
Fields numbered. Luther Burden. Jimbo Covert autograph. Michael Jordan.
MJ Skybox or Fleer 97 or 90,
yeah, that's nice.
96, 97, is that it?
92, 93.
92, 93.
That's in good shape.
And then a Phenom.
Damn.
That was nice, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. That's fucking holy shit, man.
That's a lot of cards.
I got a lot of cards right here, dude. Thank you very much. Wow. Wow.
People love you, Seth.
Wow.
You have some good stuff?
Yeah. There's a lot of good shit in there.
It's the only thing
Nice.
keeping them around this place.
People sending good stuff.
Cardboard, man.
That's it. That's what I knew.
Hey, I'll trade you 3 of those.
For a Super Bowl program.
20.
You got mine?
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. If you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle, it's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army now returns. Stop it.
If you doesn't matter, I guess, where you live. The story that we saw, the news story that we saw, was people from Jersey at a planetarium watching. You saw the news. Oh, hold on, watching Artemis 2 blast off yesterday about 6:30. If you live in Florida, they're saying most people in Florida could have just looked to the due east at when it blasted off, and you could see it. Now, Macho Man, he's gonna have to explain the situation. Macho Man, you said you were. This is your video, and you were 70 feet
Yeah, we have a hydraulic lift that goes about 65, 70 feet. So to get above the tree line to see it, I got up on that. So when that hold happened you were talking about, I was like, man, I'm up here in the wind shaking around. But luckily they resumed it.
You got a hydraulic lift where? At your house?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that mean for people that don't know what it means?
That means Macho is going to be helping out a little bit more.
It means Macho's in big trouble for holding out on Bubba this whole time.
Macho Man has tree trimming capabilities.
What is he, a cherry picker?
I don't know what he's got, but he's got something that can elevate him 70 feet in the air.
So he's not in a plane.
No, he's in like a
hydraulic lift, like a scissor lift.
Yeah, like kind of like what we had out here that one time, Seth, that you and I got on, like it's called a telehandler jib, like that we got it from Sunbelt, like one of those.
Okay.
That can get you up 70 feet. That's a big one. Wow. We had one at the track that could go 85 because our light towers are like 75. And we were changing them out for February, and I watched, and it was there for, it still might be there. And so we had one there in February, and I would watch the races from like 60 feet up, and oh my God, it's such a better experience. So here's Macho Man from 70 feet up on the blast off. So Macho Man, you're that much more east than us too, so... You're just by where you live is probably 25 to 30 miles more east than us.
Yes.
And you can see it really pretty well.
Chemtrails.
Now there's a come apart Mach where you can't see it.
Or just basically you'll see it like go curve to the horizon, and it just like seems like it just keeps going, but you can't see it because it's going straight.
The Earth's flat, guys.
Could you see the rocket when they dropped three of the tanks?
No, I could not. I saw that on the phone, but I could not see it on there. I had my phone up there with me watching it.
Oh, so you're watching the live feed from whatever news network, and then you were watching it also live, while we're trying to record.
Oh, Macho's got to get this up on the. Nobody can see it.
That's okay.
Oh, Macho doesn't have it up on the.
No, there you go.
Macho's watching his own video.
Macho's watching his own video on the feed.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm watching it on Bubba's feed, but I forgot to put it up for everybody else. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks like it might have done something right there. Like, it looks like it might have spit something out right there. There.
Little flare up.
Yeah, boom. I think at this point, they're good. Like, I think the next thing that could potentially go wrong will be like when they re-enter the atmosphere. Like, right, Brian? Like, I think like right now.
Well, a lot can go wrong between now and then, but yeah, I mean,
they're kind of floating around with just little side thrusters right now. I think. I don't think they're going, very fast. I don't know. I really don't know. Tuttle might know more. Tuttle was actually at the, he lives over there in Volusia County. So I guess Tuttle will be pretty self-explanatory. It's nearly 3 minutes long. Tuttle gave us a nice little video. Lummy, can you thank Tuttle for this?
Yes, of course.
What a great contribution. Thank you.
All right, guys, you want to see something very patriotic? This is Tuttle.
Yeah, he's right. This is one time the gathering of people here. Nobody's talking about politics. Nobody's talking about how our president sucks or that they like him or they don't like him. Nobody's talking about, that the Supreme Court overruled a couple of Trump's big things
not
yesterday.
Yet, but they're looking darn close to doing it.
But when you gather around to watch this, it is kind of a patriotic.
I see a lot of red, white, and blue. It's more patriotic than the UFC fight on the White House lawn. I'll give you that.
Yeah. It's probably the next best thing to the Olympics. Because when we watch the Olympics, we pull together we want the American person to win.
Not the ones that are saying political stuff before, though. We celebrate when they struggle.
Man, the American guy got third. Good. I hate America.
Yeah, he's woke.
Man, I don't know. I always pull for the American guy.
4, 3, 2, 1,
Go Artemis! Dang, look at that. Holy
and everybody's so loud you can't hear it. Shut up.
crap. Man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, everybody. Hell yeah. I mean, that is pretty close, and that's pretty cool. It looks like, Brian, if you look at it earlier, they might have closed a bridge. You know, it looks like a drawbridge to get like to the maybe that part of the island or Cape is it Cape Canaveral?
Cape Canaveral.
Yeah, so maybe this is like a waterway that you have to cross to get onto the Cape, and it looks like they pulled up the drawbridge, just limiting people on how close they can get.
They were estimating $150 million local financial impact from this launch.
From people coming,
stay in hotel rooms, like the tourists, the people. Just
Fox had a family from Colorado Springs that had flown into Orlando, got a rental car, and then got a hotel like on the beach somewhere.
Are there a lot of hotels around the Space Center?
There's a lot. So the Port Canaveral area and the beach that's along there has quite a few hotels.
So, you're saying $150 million economical impact? That's big.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yep.
For the guy that owns the restaurant on the beach or the hotel or
I mean, this is their high season anyways, so they probably would have preferred this launch in like
September,
October. Yeah,
right, November. When it's
October.
Yeah,
October's the slowest month for tourism in Florida.
No, I think August and September might be because people are going back to. It's right there in that area. September, October, August, September, October. Like when I had a family and had little kids, we went to Disney like on a Wednesday in September when school's in session and. The kids were little. We may have taken them out of school or something. But, man, even though I had a VIP tour and everything like that, it was desolate. Like, there was nobody there.
So, August, you get all the Europeans because Europe pretty much shuts down in August. So, it would be September, October would be the two slowest months for tourism in Florida.
Yep, absolutely. And I got to think October, man, some of the hardcore snowbirds are starting to migrate down there by, like, I know some people that are snowbirds that spend, half the year in Florida. They actually come, like, the week before Halloween, my mom's community, it starts getting busy, like, the first couple weeks of November, last couple weeks of October. So you're right, September is that month, September, October.
It is so beautiful.
Here it comes. Maybe Tuttle will be able to have better footage of the rockets, deploying off the main unit. It sounds like you can
hear the rumble in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got to be louder because the phones are designed not to pick up a ton of background noise.
Right, exactly. But that kid in the background. No kids.
Yeah, I prefer the hum of my diesel engine on the lift.
Yeah.
And wide shot.
Much more than kids.
This is supposed to be a wide shot, Tuttle.
Macho Man, you stick to lifting weights and let me stick to getting the launch deal. Appreciate it.
See it really burning out there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can really. I think this might be where they call like maximum velocity. Like this is where they really. There's a. I think I forget at what point where they're like it's the most amount of friction that's on the space capsule. Like I forget what it's called. I think it's called maximum velo or something like that, where it's going it's propulsion. It has the most propulsion and the most resistance against it at that point, where I guess it's kind of a critical. I think that's actually at minute 7 or something like that. I don't know. From what I was watching yesterday on TV, I was all over the place. So there's your Artemis 2 coverage. Oh, did I click off the Puka story?
Oh no!
I thought I had it.
You did.
And then I clicked off of it.
Him and Tiger partying in rehab together.
I think so. Let me maybe I'll find it. I'll find it again somewhere.
Did you see and hear at Indiana's Pro Day that could bode well for Mendoza?
So Brian, do these athletes though go to the combine and do it there? But then I think
No, a lot of them won't throw at the combine. Like there's no reason for Fernando Mendoza to throw at the combine. Throw
Because
where you're comfortable later on, where it's not as much pressure.
Well, I think the reasoning is that they don't throw at the combine, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Seth. Maybe you know, but it's that when they throw on pro day at their university, they're using their receivers that they have unbelievable chemistry and timing with. Whereas if you throw at the combine, you're just throwing at a wide receiver, maybe from Rutgers, that you don't know anything about and what his characteristics are, where he likes to cut. So I think that one of the reasons why quarterbacks like to throw better at pro day is because they're using their wide receivers. Is that one of the reasoning? That's what I've always been told.
That's one of the reasons, and also, and this was especially the case with Mendoza yesterday, is that they want to put all of their teammates on full display in front of the scouts. They know that everybody's there to see Mendoza, but Mendoza wants to make sure that all of his wide receivers get a good look in front of the scouts that are there.
It helps out, because a lot of those guys will probably sign like free agent or like to the practice squad, or at least get tryouts to come in, during.
So not only are you, throwing to guys that but you're also helping your guys out, by getting them a look, right? Where they may not get that good of a look at the combine, whereas they can get, everybody's going to be looking at, all the pros are at least going to be looking at how well they can catch the ball, on Fernando's pro day.
Not even just wide receivers, but even like offensive linemen or anyone that's eligible for the draft, because now the scouts are there, so the scouts are going to now check out almost everyone on the team.
And there's less people to look at.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Indiana might have maybe 6 to 8 guys, that potentially. No,
but it's not even about being drafted though, Bubba. It's also about the guys that are going to be on the practice squad.
And so a lot of times
you'll get undrafted free agent tryouts.
A lot of times you'll have guys that graduated a year or two ago from the school who didn't get drafted, who stayed training and stuff. They'll come to these they'll come and get to try out again. So a guy that might not have been
on the roster last year, he was on 2 years ago, but he's been staying in shape, and he may just got overlooked. Now he gets another look.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
What did you see and hear?
Anyway, Indiana had their pro day yesterday, as all big colleges, all big schools that got a handful of guys that are, potentially might go pro. They have their own individual pro day. Indiana, obviously the national champions, and what's the last team to go undefeated? Was it Clemson?
No, I don't know. Alabama,
I think, or
Georgia,
Ohio State.
Who knows?
Yeah.
He went 16-0, and they won it all. And, their quarterback won they pretty much ran the table on everything with regards to undefeated. First of all, won the Big Ten, right? If you won the Big Ten, win undefeated, won the national championship, and had the Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, that's pretty much
Coach of the year.
Yeah, Brian, that's pretty much running the table.
They ran it.
I mean, that's running the table.
Michigan's the last time they did it in 2023.
Where were they?
And they cheated.
Undefeated and had a national championship.
And they cheated.
And hold on, but did they have the Heisman?
No.
So there again. When's the last time?
Alabama. 2020, I think it is. Then 2019.
They ran the table, went undefeated, and did they have Heisman and Coach of the Year? Did Saban win Coach of the Year?
Well, then if you want, they will go to 2019 LSU.
They ran the table.
They ran the table, Coach of the Year.
Won the SEC.
Les Miles?
No, Coach
Orgeron. God, I forgot all about him.
But
who won? Joe Burrow.
Oh, okay. So undefeated, won the Heisman, Coach of the Year. Last time was 2019 LSU.
Yes.
Joe Burrow.
Yes.
All right. So it's it's rare, right? Oh, and Orgeron was Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
How do you know this stuff right off the top of your head?
Well, that one I looked up real quick who remember the exact coach was.
You told him to start looking up all this information. What do you mean?
How did he do it?
He did it pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. Let me thank you.
What page on the book did he turn to?
What did you see and hear at Indiana's pro day that could bode well for Mendoza?
I did hear that Mendoza really, really, in the interviews that he had, because each team gets to do a sit down, 5 to 10 minute personal one-on-one interview with potential people they might be interested in. And I heard that this guy is just straight money. Just a great dude, really well spoken, really
you got
well.
Sources? Who's telling you these things?
I think I saw it
I was
from
texting with Adam Schefter.
I think I saw it from him.
Okay. Mel Kiper Jr.
That he really, really impressed a lot of people, not just on his skill set, but just his knowledge and demeanor, and was just a really good guy.
He's like an Andrew Luck as when he studies. Like he's a nerd of the game.
Yeah, let's start off the field first before we even talk about the workout. This guy's a pro, Kev. Okay,
who's this guy?
Louis Riddick, ESPN NFL analyst.
Is he former
He's
NFL?
a former player.
Played for the Lions.
He looks
Lions.
like
I think he went to the University of Michigan.
He looks like a former player. No nonsense, tough.
So cool, calm, collected, realistic about where he is at.
I think that his brother went to Georgia Tech, and Indiana had to go to the portal for their quarterback, but I think they got the guy from
Josh Hoover from TCU.
Okay, thank you. Is that guy good?
Yeah.
We'll see how good he is.
Is Indiana in the conversation of being repeating?
Oh man, well, I mean, Curt Cignetti is a hell of a. He's the new Saban, man. And so there was a story. They got this, I guess, great wide receiver from Michigan State or something like that. I believe.
Yeah, it was Michigan State.
And he wore gold cleats to the first practice, and Cignetti lit into him. He's like, "Who do you think you are wearing these out here? Flashy stuff. We're a team. We're not individuals."
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Most coaches can't talk that way because a kid will get in the portal.
He doesn't care.
By the way, Mach, send your launch picks if you have them to BubbaArmyPicks@gmail.com. We're constantly updating that. I got in my move, I've been finding all kinds of pictures, and I'm going to be bringing them to Macho Man to scan. So the picture rotation on the video feed will be a little bit more refreshed sometime next week.
He has come from where he's still going, meaning the kind of work.
So Brian, if you're a guy and you're a good ball player, but you're like a sophomore or a junior, and you got a senior ahead of you, I mean, you probably want to go to IU, don't you? I mean, based on what they got, but I mean, they probably got their pick of the litter when it comes to the portal, right?
I mean, these kids are going. If you're a higher level type recruit, they're going where the money is. I mean, they have a chance to make more money in their 4 years, 5 years in college than they would ever sniff as a pro.
When you make that money on the NIL, how is it delivered to you? Do they
probably
give
direct deposit?
Yeah, or
but I mean, do they break it down? Let's say that, Brian, you're a big stud wide receiver from wherever, and IU offers you, $1.6 million to come and play your final 2 years at IU. Do they give you $800,000 down and paint
Yeah,
does anybody
you
know
negotiate that? It's probably monthly. If I was the school, I would be doing it monthly, because if the guy gets arrested or whatever, and you have an out on the contract, you're never getting that money back if you have to sue him.
It all depends on when they're negotiating. A lot of the big time guys have agents now, obviously, or lawyers. But most of the time, it's every month.
But there is no rule with regards. I mean, with regards to how players get paid in the NIL. I don't think there is any rules. Like the NCAA says, okay, you can do it in monthly installments. You can get half down. You can get a signing.
No, I think it's just whatever you contract for.
It's kind of the Wild West, isn't it? It's whatever your agent negotiates for, and I don't know that there is a template that they have to abide by.
Realistically, I was told by the guy at USF for the NIL is that realistically, if they wanted to, if a guy really wanted to, he could have a paycheck every day.
Every day. Where they nobody's going to want it.
But
every day.
But he's saying they get paid whatever.
So it's literally whatever their Brian Matroni agent negotiated for him.
Yes.
That he needs to put in. He is deep into his preparation as far as being a pro. And as he stated, look, I'm not worried about having the best pro day or being my very best at this pro day. I'm gearing towards being the very best.
What's his stats? Is he 6'4"?
6'3".
6'3"?
I don't
know. I think he's a little taller than that. I think he's 6'4", 6'5".
And he's putting in the work, learning all the intricacies of the West Coast offense, since he knows he's presumably the first overall pick, and that's what Clint Kubiak.
Isn't he a Florida boy? Aren't they from Florida?
Yeah, from Miami.
Yeah.
He went to Christopher Columbus High School.
Runs.
He was
so he's
there.
just way ahead as far as the process.
Now, was he originally an IU recruit, or did he portal in?
No, he portaled in.
Concerned, and he's a great leader. When he got on the football field, he showed.
I mean, he kind of has Tom Brady, a Tom Brady look with regards to height and stuff, does he not?
you what he's been working on as far as taking snaps, under center simulated, showing you the footwork, showing you the ball handling, as you see on your screen right now, throwing the football on time, in rhythm, with accuracy, with horsepower, with touch when necessary, the entire route tree, and doing it in such a way that made you sit there and go, what else does he really need to show you? I mean, he showed it all.
Did he run a 40?
No. Season long as far as his ability to play 11 on 11, play it at a high level, play it at a Heisman Trophy level, play it at a championship caliber level. But it's the person that impresses you the most. That's why I love these pro days. I love talking to these kids face to face. I could definitely see this guy leading any franchise. If I was the owner, I'd want him without question.
Does he go to Vegas?
Oh God, it's as sure of a thing as there's been in a long, long time.
I mean, it's an absolute lock.
There's zero discussion of who the number one pick in the NFL draft is going to be.
When something like that happens, Brian, and like remember when the Raiders were going to take Jamarcus Russell, and I think the Jaguars were going to take Travis Hunter. You're locked in. Like you said, Mendoza's locked in to be a Raider. They got the number one overall pick. Like it's as sure as you and I waking up tomorrow morning. And at that point, are they already in pre-negotiations with his agent? Because it wouldn't be tampering because you have the first pick. You know who you're taking. Do you start the negotiations now?
I mean,
or are there rules you can only start negotiating after you've
There's
picked?
already a slot for how much all the draft picks make.
Yeah, so there's a scale on it. So,
but what I'm saying is, could you do this?
It's 48 to 54 million.
I know that, but could you? Okay, so like you said, Seth, it's kind of locked in what you're going to make. And it's all just based on, where you get drafted. It's already kind of roughed in.
They're not negotiating anything, but he's got a playbook.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. Have they already got him the offensive schematics? And
yes.
Have they already got him the playbook?
Yes.
And is he already learning the offense?
Yes.
And would it be illegal for him to meet at a private field and start throwing with the guys in the offseason?
No, not at a private field. I don't think you could have formal team workouts.
I mean, he can't go in the facility.
No, but let's say that the Raiders sent their tight ends and wide or I should
it can't be organized by the team.
The team can't
I was gonna reposition that by saying, let's say that the players got together, the tight ends and the wide receivers and the running backs got together and say, hey, let's all go do a weekend in Bloomington and catch the ball from this guy. And it's all not sanctioned by the Raiders. Raiders aren't paying for travel. Raiders don't know anything about it. But could they do that?
Yeah.
The players?
Yeah. There's nothing stopping them from doing that.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's already been learning the playbook for a week now.
Think he's been talking to Tom Brady?
Yeah. I mean, Brady's, president of, or whatever his role is with, not president, but he has a major role with the Raiders.
Yeah, I think
he's invested in it, and
here's the
front office guy.
Here's the Puka story, Lummy. I guess. Well, when all else fails, and you make an ass out of yourself, and you might be in trouble, and you got a bad rap, and people are mad at you, what do? You go to rehab.
Blame the trolls. Oh,
yeah, you go to rehab. I'm going to rehab. That tends to make everything go away, doesn't it?
I mean, it gets you out of the public eye for 30, 60, 90 days so that the heat can die down.
And it also gives you a little something to be able to come back with them too, right? Hey, I knew I had a problem, so I went to rehab.
It shows an attempt to make personal growth and some level of accountability for your own actions.
Rams star wide receiver Puka Nacua checked into rehab to focus on, quote, personal growth earlier last month, just a few weeks before a woman accused him of biting her and uttering an anti-Semitic remark on New Year's Eve. Nakua's attorney, Levi...
Now, has that been proved? Did they get the forensic odontologist and prove that was his bite?
I don't know. I mean, the video I saw of him drunk at the Super Bowl, I believe it, that he bit her, and he's a kid, and hopefully he gets things figured out.
But Brian, as a lawyer, does that come with if a woman came to you and said, will you represent me because I got
Yeah. I mean, that's easy. If you've got the photographs of a deep bite like that, you're going to be able to match it up with dental very easily.
Right.
But a good lawyer, this is where players need good counsel, because a good lawyer would never have allowed this story to even become public. It would have been settled and paid off and NDAs and done.
Right.
And they how you screw that up when you've got a star like this. I mean, this guy's arguably the best receiver in the league. Strongest argument, top 3, but number 1 overall with what he does. How you don't protect that at all costs
and write a check.
His lawyer came out and said that he's been in rehab before the lady started suing him for assault, so he wanted to make that clear.
Bob McCathern tells TMZ Sports that the stud receiver is currently at a state-of-the-art holistic care facility in Malibu and is using this time to get in tip-top shape personally and professionally ahead of the 2026 season. It is worth noting that McCathern said Nacua going to this facility has nothing to do with the lawsuit put out by the woman.
So she's already filed a lawsuit, and like you said, Brian, this is bad lawyering because if you represent Puka, you're like, listen, how much? This cannot see the light of day. We gotta buy and bury it. We gotta paper it up, and it doesn't even get to this point.
Yeah, even if it costs him $4 or $5 million and he's got to pay in installments, you've got to make this story go away. This guy's gonna get. Have you seen the contracts these receivers are getting?
40, aren't they $30 and $40 million guys now?
They're topping $40 million a year for wide receivers. 35,
I think
40
30 is kind of the magic number now, right?
Well, JSN just signed a massive contract. I forget what the exact 4-year, $42.15 million a year. I was right. Over 40.
There's some $40 million.
He's going to get more than that. He's going to get. He is set up to have the richest wide receiver contract in the history of the NFL. You pay $5 million.
Is he a $50 million guy?
He's probably 43 to 44, maybe $45 million a year.
Does he become an unrestricted free agent next year?
I think this is his last year of or he has one more year of his rookie contract.
Deal. So he's on year 4, and so usually they'll pick up the year 5, but in picking it up, they'll renegotiate long term.
So he's scheduled for free agency in 2027.
Yeah, the Rams have said they want. Well, they wanted to try to lock him up this year.
They pick up your 5th. And
he doesn't have a 5th, Bubba, because he wasn't a first-round pick.
That's what I'm saying. They've already said they want to try to get him locked in this year.
Oh, yeah, because otherwise he'll be playing. He's only under contract for 1 more year.
But this is his last season under contract. 2027 season, he's a free agent.
So they got him. This guy's they're not going to let him play very many games without a new deal.
So he doesn't have the money personally right now to pay that type of settlement, but you just set up a installment plan, and you say when he gets his new deal, we'll pay it off in full, whatever it is.
We'll give you like $500,000 right now, and then we owe you X, Y, and Z in installments once he hits the big money.
Yeah, and the big money's coming. It's a guarantee for this guy.
Well,
as long as he doesn't screw it up,
like he might. Meaning, you lock this up, Brian, so that this is not a negotiation tool that gets used against you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be okay with going to rehab and all that because he is that.
Where did he play college at?
BYU, man.
Legal battle between the two isn't over yet with
those Mormons, sickos.
A woman filing a lawsuit against Nacua and Puka vowing to fight back with his own. We will keep
5 wives. You got five mistresses.
No, but he's. In the lawsuit, Brian, he's not even laying down to make it go away. He's fighting it, which keeps it going longer.
Well, if you let it go to this point, then you're dug in. You're kind of committed to fighting.
A lawsuit against Nacua and Puka vowing to fight back with his own. We will keep you updated as we learn more about this.
When we return, the last little bit of sports. I always like to kind of open up with some sports, keep it light before we get into the heavy stuff. But Jacksonville Jaguars announced yesterday that they'll play next year, 2027 in Orlando I thought they just did a massive.
No, that they're currently doing that.
They're in the middle of a massive remodel of their stadium.
Yes.
I thought they did one maybe 5 or 6 years ago. They had like a hot tub and a pool. But Brian, I don't think that did as well as they thought it was going to do.
Well, it was more of like a conversation piece than anything else.
And are they going to probably tear all that out and make, what do they have? They're
making the stadium smaller with a roof, kind of.
Oh, they're going to put a roof on it?
Yeah, like that kind of roof like Miami has, I believe.
It's
Oh, like a sail.
A protective canopy over it for the heat, and they're going to get the Super Bowl out of it, so that's good for them.
We'll get into that next.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Do you think, Ray J, the next thing that they could do would be a sail-like kind of gimmick, just because it's brutal out there? I mean, let me know.
So the way it's designed, though, I don't know. That'd be a major overhaul.
No, hey, but
that upper deck isn't conducive to a sail type.
But Ray's new stadium is going to be a dome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or retractable?
No, I think just a regular dome, not retractable. Retracting adds like $1 billion onto the cost, $500 million onto the cost.
Yeah, it's just a dome.
So the Rays is just a straight fixed dome.
Yes, with glass.
Now, is it locked in that's going to be over here?
It's getting closer.
But I heard that Hillsborough County was having a problem because they had to relocate all these government offices, and that it was Hillsborough County.
Not anymore. They made a deal.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, some of the land's going to be going to building new stuff for them. Yeah, you can if you want to. Thank you, everybody. Gia close. Costica. The Wiz. Nathan Albert, $12. Woo. It's gonna be go. Vince Foster.
What's up, Wizzy? Looking good, man. Wizzy is looking fucking great.
Dialed in.
On her weightlifting, I mean, her pictures from the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Future. I needed to add that earlier today, the Tiger Woods' attorney went to the court in South Florida. But what does this?
Nice, Greg D. Good morning, Bubba's Triple Chin.
Are they going to play at the Citrus Bowl?
Yeah, they're doing a big remodel there now. Trying to get the video of it.
What's up? Bubba's Triple Chin, how you doing? Greg D2 says he received his care package yesterday. Thank you.
Greg is the man. New York Greg. He helped us out so much in the move, and I think he's gonna help some more, Lummy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. What's his nickname? Big Brown?
Man, Greg, you absolutely, man. Thank you so much. I mean, don't forget we gotta go upstairs and get.
I know. I'm just waiting.
What's up, Perma?
For
You can do it right after the show.
I want to look at it though real quick.
Splintered memories looming up out of the time fog.
Lost somewhere between fiction and reality.
Madness. It made no sense at all. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at Bubba Army. Yesterday was great. Celebrating my 40th year in this business. Thank you. Just a warning, tomorrow we're going to end the show. By the way, I got Lasker in tomorrow, and I got Steve Olinsky, Brooke Hogan's husband, former NHLer. He'll be in I think about 7:30. He's actually going to the Lightning Penguins game tonight.
He only played with the Penguins for a month.
Oh, okay, Lasker. He actually has a Stanley Cup champion ring from him. So
yeah, but how many of them games did he actually play and start?
And how many goals did he get?
Yeah.
Lasker knows nothing about sports, but he wants to be an expert.
He, you know what? I will say this. He knew more about the 72 Dolphins than I thought he would.
No, he didn't. He was getting fed by chat.
Well, no,
and even Seth had to say it
rhymes
rhymes
with
with
Moolah,
whom's
but then
with-
he got it.
Yeah, but still. I need to have a talk with him. It's like, Lasker, you're starting. First of all, you're not the counter programmer that Brian Matroni is.
Well,
Brian Matroni is a great counter programmer because he knows the substance of what he's trying to talk about. And he just doesn't.
Right, but isn't it funny when you don't know what you're talking about?
Well,
That's. I mean, I would listen to that all day.
Yeah, well, okay. But it's like it makes.
are people tuning in to hear us be experts or entertaining?
But Seth, as a host, it's tough that everything you talk about gets counter programmer in a negative type, try to shove back up my ass way. Now, a lot of that, or a little bit of that, or 50%. That's funny. It's great. He's funnier than hell. I love him. I've not had any talks with him with changing anything. But if we said 5 plus 5 is 10, I know it's 12. I'm just telling you right now, because if you're black and you have baboon lips and it's like he just gets. Sometimes it gets a little much as the host, as I'm trying to keep things moving along and keep things
I find his thought
track.
process fascinating.
It is amazing. The way he works through problems and
I know what you're saying. He never really pushes back when you tell him to shut up or something like that. I mean, he seems to tone it down.
I mean,
it doesn't feel like he tries to push your buttons on purpose. He just has a lot of thoughts. When he hears something, he kind of just shouts out the first thing that comes to his mind.
Right.
It's kind of like having a 5 or 6 year old, kind of learning the world and discovering everything for the first time. Being
with a racist, flawed view of life. Yes.
I mean, not completely racist. He's
I like to say the N-word right now if I could.
I don't think
you've said that numerous times, Bubba.
Brian, come on.
Bubba.
Brian.
Bubba.
Brian.
Bubba.
Stop.
Okay.
Please.
Lummy, can you help me out here?
Yeah, Brian, let's just cut that down.
Yeah.
It's false.
And realistically, this isn't I let it go yesterday. I didn't dump it. But, I don't know necessarily that if we were on we are on some great radio stations, 101 in Panama, 103.1 Fort Walton Beach, 820 in Tampa. We're out in Phoenix, but we don't work for any really big, iHeart, Cox, Beasley. I don't know if what Gene said yesterday would have flown with them or been cool with them when Gene, talks about an African American's lips looking like a baboon's ass.
Oh no, that'll get you canceled off most mainstream.
Right. So what I'm saying is it's as a host, you are on the borderline of potentially saying something that wrong, and he should know better than that. And so it puts a lot of pressure on me. It makes me nervous as hell. And yeah, it's funny for you guys out there, but what if JVC had a couple advertisers that had a problem with that? And
I mean, if he's that kind of a detriment, then you can't have him on the air if you're worried about losing your syndicates.
I'm not worried about that, but I'm just giving you an example of one of his just stupid chime-ins that could have been a problem. And like he did, maybe you guys don't. I mean, it's it could be detrimental to the business on some of his illy timed, uneducated shout-outs. And it's funny. It's funny to work through it with him. Most of it's funny, but a couple of the things could be problematic, and that is directly could be a reflection to our business.
My opinion and take on this would be to correct him on really come down on him on the bad stuff, but coming down on him hard when he's messing up Miami Dolphins football facts.
No, I'm not.
It's not the time to correct Gene. That's the time to lean into it and have a good laugh.
Exactly.
Not when he's making racist comments.
And I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to change Gene. I've not had a conversation with Gene. I'm not going to have a conversation with Gene to change.
You better not.
But, I am going to take him aside and say, hey, we can't say those things. Like, better than that. So, it's just, and by the way, do you know who his biggest fan is and texts me every Wednesday?
Ronnie the limo driver.
Yep. Ronnie the limo driver.
I thought he was my biggest fan.
No, Ronnie the limo driver.
Man.
I think you might be number 2 on his list.
I heard number 1 was what I heard after the dinner.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie's a big Gene Lasker fan.
I mean, I get
don't
it.
want
They're both
anybody,
gearheads.
and I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to, throw Lasker out. And I do have the disclaimer button ready for him, but he has to be a little bit smarter than that.
Yeah, Babyface, you may be dropping to number 3.
Who's number 2?
Well, Dr. Dan did say that if Ronnie ever needs anything,
Ronnie's got
he might be needed to move on up.
Ronnie did. I mean, yeah, you're probably 3, Brian. Those knockers that Stephanie has are, I've listened, in full disclosure, those are Diacos. Ronnie flew all the way down to Tampa to get Stephanie her boobs.
And he still said I was his favorite, so there you go.
He forgot probably.
Again, Lummy, I don't want anybody to think that I'm his favorite boob. That I'm trying to discipline Gene, or it just gets a little much, as a host, when everything I say is going to be a combative exchange with Gene. He probably just needs to pick and choose a little bit more carefully, right? I mean, does anybody agree with me, or am I just being a bitch? Am I being a bitch?
Being a responsible person.
I will say there's a balance there. I think, yes, Lasker could do better, but you can't expect that of him. I think that you, as the host, need to pick and choose when you're going to come down on him. Like, you did a good job at one point yesterday. He blurted something out, and you just ignored it and moved on.
That was the baboon lips.
No, there was another. Well, that's where you come down on him. But there was another point where I forget. I know where I was on the road when I heard it, but I forget exactly what he blurted out with, and you just ignored it because it was a non sequitur. It wasn't good, and you just moved past it.
So
I understand it makes your job a little harder, but the listeners absolutely love it.
And that's why I'm not making any changes, and I'm not having any big time conversations with him, and I'm not trying to ask him to change. I will change. I will learn how to deal with Gene and correct him when it's a real big problem and move on if it's a non-secular problem. Like you said, this is my responsibility because I agree with you guys. I think he's great. He's very spontaneous. He's a handful, and I think that it's good for the show, and that's all that I really want. What's good for the show?
I mean, he's a peacock. He's got to fly, man. You can't keep him grounded.
He's not a peacock. He is a dog with rabies. he is a dog with rabies, and you just hope he doesn't bite you because he's loyal, and I will tell you, Lummy, who was first here on Saturday with 5 guys ready to help us move.
He brought burgers.
What's that?
He brought burgers and fries?
No.
Oh, you said he had 5 guys.
Man, I wish I had some cheese dick, a sound effect. I do have the morning, I guess I could do the Q morning zoo.
The tiki.
Good morning.
Little zookeeper there, Brian.
It was.
But man, the most loyal, the best friend. If I was in a ditch at 3 a.m, he'd probably be one of my top 2 or 3 people I would call. And that's why, and he's really, really funny.
All right, you're on a boat with Lasker and Hogan in your heyday, right? We're talking circa 2000, let's say 2008, 2009. 2007. You can only save one of them from drowning. Who are you saving at that point, Lasker or Hogan? There's no doubt it's Hogan, but
I don't know. I mean, why even give me those scenarios when they're not, one's dead and one's still my friend.
Because it was just, you said he's your best friend ever and he'd do anything for you.
He's not my best friend ever. He's in my top. He's certainly in my top.
Who's been a better friend to you than him?
Larry Plummer.
Well, I mean, I got Larry. I mean, there's a lot. I got a lot of good friends, including you and including Tom Bean.
I'm not your best friend. I mean, I'm your friend.
Tom Bean is in that conversation. Larry Plummer's in that conversation. Richard Fabrizi's in that conversation. Jimmy Clevis is in that conversation. Gene Lasker's in that conversation. I mean, I got some, very.
Did you mention Dan?
Dan Diaco?
Dr. Dan is in that conversation. I mean, let's be honest. Every one of us, if we had some type of, Brian, if for some reason you were bowling this weekend and I can't understand how you'd get a laceration to your face that needed immediately stitched up.
Somebody threw a ball at me for being a little smartass.
Whatever. And you had, let's say, you had a big-time laceration on your forehead, and, you needed, which you'd probably call Dan to stitch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we all would.
What does that have to do with him being your best friend?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Because he can do stuff for me.
Because he can do stuff for me.
Orlando is already a top destination for tourists, and NFL team will hopefully bring even more people to the area.
Yeah, West Cheese Lindsay Supply.
I mean, T-shirt Will said that he had friends that went over to the launch and stayed in one of the beachside hotels where from your balcony you can watch the blast off, and they're $1,600 a night.
Jeez.
So, Brian, think about.
Yeah,
if you're
I believe it.
God dang!
Because it's not only is it spring break, it's also launch time. That's high season, man.
On is live out.
Like you said, man. I mean, you'd prefer that NASA schedule that in September or October, but I don't think that
take what you can get.
I don't think that they really. I think it's they don't strategically plan these launches around what's best for the economy. I think it's when they're ready, and I know that a lot of the weather absolutely has to be perfect.
Well, and that's this time of year you get much better, much more predictable weather.
Right.
Yeah.
Inside Camping World Stadium. And Lindsay,
so the Jaguars are moving to Orlando for next season.
2027.
Not this season. They're still going to play in Jacksonville while they've started the renovation.
Yes.
And so, but the renovation's not going to get in the way of people going to the game now.
Well, it's going to be reduced capacity at their stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be I think 30 or 40,000.
Now, for this year.
Yes.
But then, aren't they, Brian, when the final project's done, they're also reducing it by like $10,000, aren't they?
By 6,000. 5 to 6,000 fewer seats when the.
So they'll be like in the low 60s instead of maybe nearly 70.
Yeah, like 62.
Right. Do you know what the third largest NFL stadium is? I did not know this until I did my research.
I'm going to guess Lambeau.
Lambeau Field. Hold on. Lambeau Field at 80.
Oh, my God. Who else would get that baby face?
Lambeau Field and listen to this, 81,000.
Yeah, a lot of bleachers there.
With a 100-year waiting list. And they've been sold out every game since 1958. I don't know that any other team can say that.
I guarantee you nobody can.
of course, Camping World Stadium, no stranger to big events, but this is only going to bring more money to the area.
Now, do they have to upgrade Camping World?
Yeah, I sent you a quick video, a quick short of what they're doing.
So it's like, I mean, they got to put a bunch of money in Camping World just to be able to host the Jaguars?
Well, yeah, but I would click the link because this is a story on it. It's long. I sent you like a 40-second
this
clip.
One right here?
Stadium.
Yeah,
I'm
get rid
your
of this
New
one.
6 community correspondent.
Well, but they also host a couple big bowl games, don't
Well,
they, Brian?
that, and they have the Orlando soccer team that's there.
No, they have their soccer stadium now.
Big changes coming to the
Camping World.
Well, Bubba, I was going to say, if you kick off this, the link, the text link that you see underneath it, the YouTube short, that explains, does a quick synopsis.
No, let me see. I'm trying to.
Yeah, soccer has its own.
Oh yeah, they built a different one.
Yep, that's where the UFL plays now. The Orlando Storm.
Projection completion by 2027, so the Jaguars will already be out of there.
No, this will be done summer 2027
to host
for
them.
to host the Jaguars.
Yeah. New luxury seats, expanded capacity to 65,000, upgrade concourses and restrooms. This is the Citrus Bowl in Orlando. That I think, Lummy, at the end of the day, they only host a couple bowl games. The Jaguars for all of the 2027 season, and I think they have monster trucks and things like that there. I don't know, because the Orlando Major League Soccer, they moved out of there.
Correct.
To a smaller facility.
It is a very mediocre stadium.
Yeah, I've been there one time.
The concourses are blah.
From the 70s.
Yeah.
It's that typical 70s, Philadelphia Veterans, Cincinnati Reds, like that typical template they built in the 70s.
Really, the Bucks ownership should have tried to negotiate some sort of sharing of the stadium deal for one season. That would have been a better experience for the fans and potentially brought in more money.
I guess they have concerts there too, right? Like real big, like when Taylor Swift comes to Orlando, she would play that venue. Just because I think it's the biggest venue in Orlando, where the Magic plays, 18,000, 19,000?
Yeah, it's the biggest venue.
It's the only stadium they have in Orlando. And they really don't have a professional franchise that needs a stadium, right?
I mean, I think they may put the UFL team there, but the Orlando Storm, but...
This is how stupid the NFL is, though. Jacksonville has played overseas pretty much like every single season for the past decade.
They're the go-to team.
This year, when they have reduced capacity home, they have every home game. So every game's in Jacksonville. The one year that they should go international.
Tiger Woods entered a not guilty plea yesterday. This is the Golf Channel trying to break down the implications of Tiger's plea. Brian, don't you think that maybe he should just own it?
No.
Or do you think that he needs to try to get out of it in a technicality? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he brilliantly did the right thing by the refusal, because it's a misdemeanor and nobody got hurt. And so they'll never know what was really in his system because he did a refusal. So, I mean, he played it right, correct? I mean,
I can't encourage people to refuse, but I can say since he did, it makes it a whole lot harder for them,
for the state,
to get a conviction for DUI with just saying his eyes were glassy and bloodshot. What most likely will happen is it'll get reduced down to reckless driving and
pled down
to reckless driving. He'll still have the refusal charge, and once it's pled down to reckless driving, he'll settle it out.
Legally, what does this mean for the future? I needed to add that earlier today.
Now, is it a bad look for? I mean, is this going to hurt sponsorships? Is this going to hurt? Is this going to hurt?
He's in rehab.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods' attorneys went to the court.
Well, the last time he went to rehab, he went to sex rehab. Remember, he said he was a sex addict.
Yeah.
After Elon, was it? What was his
Ellen? Elin Nordgren.
After she chased his Escalade with a golf club.
Yep, and he crashed head first into a tree.
You know what? You know what he needs to do is take a driving colt, because he's not a very good driver.
No, he just, what he really needs is to be smart and hire a driver. I mean, I don't understand why.
But did you see where he said this week or last week that he is never going to have a driver because he likes his privacy?
You can have privacy and have a driver, but he's going around, I guess, with cricket capers.
He did not guilty and asked for a jury trial.
Nothing screams I'm really screwing around and doing some cricket capers more so than I don't want a driver when you're a billionaire and you can afford a driver.
Hey,
Seth doesn't do any cricket capers, and he would love a driver. Somebody driving him around.
For sure.
He hates driving.
Rex, so first of all, I have a lot of sympathy and respect for Tiger that he is taking this step. It's an important decision, and hopefully will have meaningful outcomes. But not to sound cynical about it, it does have some legal ramifications. First of all, it could be characterized as a proactive mitigation strategy. By immediately announcing a break to focus on treatment and health, Tiger is engaged.
I will tell you this, man. He has the last couple times he's been on TV, and just he looks jacked up, like he's on those peptides, Brian. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, he's doing what he can to get back to play because he's a competitor, and he was going to play the Masters. I'm bummed that this happened. Yeah, he was going to play the Masters this April.
Peptides, HGH, and testosterone.
Oh, he's on everything.
In a common legal strategy to demonstrate to a judge, a prosecutor, even potentially a jury that he is taking responsibility for this incident.
Now, how old's Charlie now? That's his son.
He's 18. He's going to Florida State to play golf.
All right, so Charlie's out of the house.
Well, beginning August. Well, probably get there a little sooner, but.
So this is Charlie's senior year.
Yeah.
All right, and he's already committed to Florida State.
Yep.
He's addressing the potential.
So Charlie still lives at his house, probably, unless he was with his mother.
Well,
right?
yeah, probably splits time between the two.
Underlying issues such as.
Do you think the mom has a crib, much like Tom Brady and Giselle? They had places just right down the road from each other, so that the easier on the kids.
Probably
dependency on medication, and a step like this might also have an impact on sentencing should he be convicted of the misdemeanor offenses with which he was charged.
I mean, what's the maximum sentence?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I think for somebody with no past record.
License revocation for for a year.
He'll be on probation.
And at that time, if you got a good Kevin Hazel or a Brian Petroni, you can get a hardship.
He's a good dude, man. Why is everybody being so hard on him for this?
I'm not hard on him.
Good dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a hard.
He's just like he takes pills and drives. Like, what's? I mean,
yeah,
who doesn't?
Who doesn't? I mean, look at those traps. I take pills and do a lot of things.
So
Thank God he
while
wasn't
a
on a
second
boat.
offense, referring to his 2017 arrest, can increase penalties, a commitment to treatment and rehab can sometimes persuade prosecutors to focus on rehab over other more punitive outcomes. And the defense can argue he's addressing.
Now, Brian, will the state attorney, I mean, is there a lot of all eyes are on the state attorney on what type of deal or what type of plea they could potentially give Tiger? And if you're the state attorney, do you got to really, really make sure you got your act together, your T's crossed, your I's dotted with regards to what you give them, because you're automatically going to get scrutinized that if you potentially give them a little bit of a break and you don't go heavy-handed, that could be, people screwing with you.
Well, you get two sides of that. Yeah, on the one hand, yes, you don't want to be seen like you're soft on him, but on the other, you most likely will get a state attorney that wants to grandstand and use the publicity from this high-profile, very minor in the grand scheme of things case to build a name for themselves.
Right.
A medical or addiction issue. So stepping away from the pressures of golf, including the.
But, I don't think there's a public outcry for. I think people more kind of feel like Seth does.
I don't think Seth really feels that way. I think Seth was being facetious.
No, I don't think Seth cares either way. I don't think Seth really cares.
No, I think Seth thinks that it's extremely irresponsible for Tiger Woods to be doing what he's doing.
Let's ask Seth. What do you feel about this?
Well,
I
will say that I believe the majority of people love Tiger Woods so much that there's absolutely no issue with anything that he does. That seems to be a lot of golf fans seem to not have any issue with him at all. To me, I would be completely humiliated for my kids to have to see that I've flipped in my car and been on pills multiple times in my life. That would be humiliating for me to continuously do this, to not accept help, to have everybody, including the President of the United States, know that you have an issue.
You're right. I mean, even the president has stepped in.
But if he's not, if he's not embarrassed, he doesn't care. That's one thing. But you are putting other people's lives in jeopardy when you go do this. Another car did flip, didn't it?
No, just his. He hit the trailer.
Oh, he only hit a trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thankfully,
a power washing
it
trailer.
could have been worse, but thankfully it wasn't.
Brian, I'm telling you right now, man, if I was that power washing guy, I'd have a couple neck gimmicks.
Yeah, last week was the third time that I outdrove Tiger, so got that going for me.
Upcoming Masters and potential Ryder Cup responsibilities also allows him and his attorney to focus entirely on his legal challenges and perhaps control the narrative a bit to define the crisis that Tiger is undergoing right now.
I think they're playing it perfectly. You enter a non-guilty plea to give your attorney some time. to talk to that state attorney. You go and make the public statement that you're stepping away from golf to seek treatment. You go to rehab. You get treatment. But by the time, Brian, this becomes, you're in the public sector. I think he asked for a speedy trial.
Yes, he did.
But by the time it gets to there, you've already completed treatment. You've already been to the facility. You've already tried to get in front of this a little bit. I think they're playing it. I think he's got great counsel, and they're playing it perfectly, I think.
I mean, it's the only play, really.
As a health issue rather than just a criminal act.
If I can go back.
Oh, I like that. It's a health issue rather than a criminal act. That's great posturing.
To that one statement, you said you try to persuade prosecutors. As I just mentioned, his attorneys asked for a jury trial. How could this possibly persuade jurors?
So I'm not sure it would necessarily be admissible as evidence in front of the jury, but a prosecutor might respond to this step by offering to plead down the charge, and Tiger would be free at any point in time.
And Brian, this is going to be a clown show if it goes to a jury, isn't it?
It's not going to a jury.
I mean,
there's no way. This is going to get pled down to reckless driving. With the refusal, he'll be convicted of that.
And he'll get a 1-year suspension on his driver's
With
license.
the community service driving school buses, he's going to be all good, man.
It's going to give you the same thing he got when he did in California.
School buses.
To withdraw his not guilty plea.
He's going to be a school crossing guard.
And plead guilty to a lesser charge. And that is a possible backup defense strategy here.
It's the only defense strategy.
Now, we touched on this earlier today.
Yeah, I'm done.
This woman they have on, she is a clinical law professor at Brooklyn Law School. So, and she is into sports law, but this is outside of her lane in terms of DUIs and in Florida DUIs. They should have had Kevin Hazlett on, quite honestly.
Trump addressed the country last night. A lot of people are armchair quarterbacking what he said. I saw an article, fact-checking article about what he said last night. I don't think I'm going to get into that. It was pretty long.
What'd they say when he said that we're the hottest country going?
It actually said we're not.
We're not.
And that inflation is still a thing, and that it compared Biden's last 2 years to Trump's first year, and that, the economy was doing pretty well then, and we haven't really exceeded that. And so it was a pretty interesting article, but it was very long. I have much shorter forms of people breaking down his speech last night. If there's one thing, I watched excerpts of it, and it's like it seems like it's just a big brag fest. And I think he needs to be more presidential and give us the facts as to what's happening, and stop talking about how kick-ass we are, how powerful we are, how we're the greatest country, how I don't think Americans need to be reminded, if things are going good or things are going bad, or I think Americans who have to go to the gas pump today, and Americans who are paying their power bill and going to the grocery store are frustrated, and I think we're frustrated on a lot of different fronts, and even for those that support and voted for this guy, I think there's a lot of people that are frustrated with him.
First and foremost, you picked a really bad time to move out of the studio. Secondly, what in his entire human existence makes you think that Donald Trump is capable of being presidential and doing the things that you just said? He has no track record in his life of ever being that way. Ever. In anything he's ever done. He's bombastic. He leads as a strong man.
I think that we need that, though.
Okay, why did you vote for him?
Because I think that the person that was the other option wouldn't be doing any better. In fact, we might be in worse druthers.
How would we be worse if Kamala was president?
I think that
we'd have a few more illegals here.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
think that we would have about another 4 or 5 million illegal aliens in our illegal immigrants in our country. I just think it would be I think it would actually, if Kamala was president, I think it would be worse than what we are right now. I'll take his bombastic, bragging, narcissistic delivery and press conferences over her ineptness. She was stupid. She was absolutely stupid. And I don't know necessarily that you're going to disagree with me. I think there could have been far better candidates, and Joe Biden screwed the pooch and screwed the party by, not.
Oh, I agree with that completely. And and the Dems did by allowing him to, and pretty much the core of the party allowing him to just have, without any sort of discussion or debate, the nomination originally.
Yeah.
And then having to force him out after one of the worst presidential performances at a debate ever.
I don't think that she necessarily was absolutely not the right candidate. He didn't put her in a good position by staying in the race as long as he did. Had she been the candidate from day one, it might have helped her out tremendously. But I just think like when we had John Morgan on, who is arguably a huge Democrat. I think he gave $5 million to the Obama campaign. When Obama comes to Orlando, they stay with him. When Clinton comes to Orlando, they stay with John. And when we had John on the air, he's like, listen, the Democratic Party, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. And when me being a fairly large contributor and having a little bit of a say-so or influence as to what the party's doing, nobody came to me or people like me and asked for our opinion when they propped up Joe and then picked Kamala. I think that speaks exactly as to what went wrong there. That leads us with what we got now, and I think it's better than what we were going to get, but I think that I just think that somebody needs to take him aside and said, man, you're strong. I love some of the things that you're doing, but you just got to be able to have a better delivery.
But you can't talk to him. This is,
and that's part of the problem.
This is 2000 Bubba right here, right? Like, there is no talking reason to him. He's going to do what he wants to do, and he's going to do what he thinks is right. Everybody else be damned.
God, I wish I would have listened back in 2000.
Yeah.
I really do. Anyway, back with the Trump stuff next.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
They said 50% at 9.
9 a.m. or p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tonight.
That's it?
We can get like a whole inch. No, I mean that's not it. That's a lot. That's a heavy downpour.
Well, we need it.
For one day. Yeah, we could use it.
My track even needs it, and I hate rain.
I bless the rains at Bubba Raceway Park.
I bless the rains out in Africa. Seth Wiley, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Check the traffic here.
You use Waze?
No, I just use Google Maps, which they own Waze, so all the information.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Did they buy it?
Yeah. So you get the alerts on Google Maps when you have police and things in the roadway and all of that, just like Waze.
Oh, I like Waze, but I didn't know. Now, Waze was originally a company on it, and then
yes,
Google said, "Hey, let me give you the good news. We're going to buy you."
Yeah.
Because we got more money than God, and whatever.
Yep.
Basically, whatever you got, we got. Whatever you want, we got.
We're taking whatever you got. They paid $1.15 billion back in 2013.
I think, unfortunately, a lot of stuff that's played out and
you see it on a weekly basis.
Current challenges that
Waze was Israeli-based.
Really nobody wants to be in law enforcement anymore. I think, unfortunately, a lot of stuff that's played out in the media and over time, it's just people are taking different career paths. So
they
one
merged
of the
it in
things that we're doing that
2022.
is unique with recruitment is, as you can see here,
Iggy McGillicuddy, $20. The Darlington of Dirt. Say it.
Get an artist to sculpt our badge for us. We've had a partnership with the folks over Sugar Sands for about 12 years now. If you have prior law enforcement, the state of Florida does offer a $1,000 tuition reimbursement for your equivalency of training course. The state of Florida also offers a $5,000.
What's up, Dave Rock? What's up, Berto? How you doing?
Basis. This livery permit is a no-cost permit. It's
through SWC.
You're right.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are reportedly
it.
meeting with the Tampa Sports Authority next week to talk about possible renovations for Raymond James Stadium. That's on top of the ongoing discussions about maybe bringing the
What's
Tampa
up,
Bay
Rob
Rays
Woody?
to Tampa
Thanks
as
for
well.
checking in.
A legal battle is already underway just hours after Governor Ron.
Just another day in paradise.
I'm a little jealous.
You Phil Collins fan, Bubba?
Yeah. He's not doing so good right now.
No, he's not doing well, and I always heard he was a raging prick. But yeah.
I know a guy that met him once in Indianapolis and had I wasn't there, but it was a program director of mine when I was in Chicago, and he was in Indianapolis doing a show, and my buddy was visiting his mom, and he was the music director for B96. So that's back when record labels would suck your music director's dick to, for airplay. So he was able to get a meet and greet and take his girlfriend to the Phil Collins show in Indy, and Phil, I wasn't there. He set out all the, and he met everybody because he was, when you're the music director, you get to meet everybody. And he set out everybody he met, from just the most famous people in the world that Phil Collins was an absolute fucking asshole.
Well, how could he ever forget? That's a good point. Was that the first time, the last time they ever met?
Oh man, a lot of people didn't get that, but I did.
I think everybody did, but it was a good one.
And if you think about that little drum solo and that song, it's not even that big of a fucking deal.
But it hits so hard.
I know, because of the build up.
Yeah.
But it's not even that good of a drum solo.
It's a well constructed song though.
Crystal Harley is your official Harley-Davidson dealer for the Nature Coast. Crystal Harley-Davidson has the best selection of new and pre-owned motorcycles, as well as official HD merchandise and parts, live bands, food, and beer every weekend. Crystal Harley continues to recognize and support active duty military, first responders, and veterans. HD Hero customers receive an extra $500 Hero cash on select new motorcycles. Rates as low as 1.99% with zero down for qualified customers on select new Harley-Davidson motorcycles. $1,000 in trade assistance on select touring and softail motorcycles for the entire month of April. Don't know how to ride? No problem. Learn to ride. Sign up today for the Crystal Harley-Davidson Rider Academy. When you roll up in there, make sure you tell them Bubba Army and receive a free helmet with motorcycle purchase. Their website is unbelievable. Check the new and pre-owned inventory right there online at crystalharley.com. Always tell them Bubba Army.
Live from Tampa, Florida, home of the big, fat, greasy bitch, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. And now, here's your host, Bubba the Love Sponge.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Anything, regardless of platform, except for TikTok, is all pretty much at the Bubba Army.
Bubba, you're good. My brother's coming in at 8:30 to fill in for me while I'm gone. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because I've never met your brother, so
he's not as interesting as me, and
he tries to lay low.
He tries to lay low, but yeah, I couldn't give up my hour and a half of airtime, so my brother's going to come in and take my spot.
God, you're just a dick.
What?
You're a well-oiled and more and you're a well-oiled and way more literate and smart Gene Lasker. Just trying to be a dick, just straight with the dickness.
I'm
But
just
I will
saying.
tell you, man, you look good as. I mean, man, you look great.
Yeah, I should probably dress like this more often. People
You really
take me a little more
you really
seriously.
should, man.
But
I
it's
mean,
not
you-
comfortable, dude.
No, it's not.
It's just not.
You automatically are going to run about 2 to 3 degrees hotter with that coat.
Yeah.
And then the collar being buttoned up with the tie.
Oh, and it's just like the little midget choking you all day.
But man, you look good as hell. Like your money. Like, did your wife see you leave the house today?
No, man,
In that?
she's asleep. I slip out of that house as quietly as I can.
Did you have it laid
like
out?
a titmouse?
Did you have it laid out the night before?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
always lay out my clothes the night before. I get everything ready.
Even when it's casual?
Even when it's casual.
Oh, okay.
It's for timing purposes. I'm very I get anxiety about being late. So
Now, what type of I can see the coat, I can see the jacket, I can see the shirt, I can see the tie.
Right.
Probably the only other thing I would need to know
is my hog.
No,
it's hanging pretty good today.
No,
Oh.
not your hog, Brian.
Oh, sorry.
Your shoes. Like, what kind of shoes are you running with that?
Just black ones, just
black?
regular.
Like nothing too extravagant.
Just
what kind of jacket buttons are you working with?
Yeah, what buttons?
They're black.
You need some nice buttons.
Just he needs some custom buttons.
Yeah.
What about
custom buttons?
Yeah, Bubba does custom
I got
buttons.
a button guy.
What
No,
about
he is the button
what
guy.
about your watch? I think you could have a little bit better than a
Google Pixel 4.
I think you should have maybe like a.
I can be a poser and get an AP face on it or something like that, or ball.
Bubba, what kind of buttons do you think would look good on that jacket?
Oh, hold on.
Because Babyface doesn't understand your
Hold
button
on here.
game.
I think these would really pop on that. On that, Brian, I'm going to throw them over.
Oh, geez.
But I need them back.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm waiting.
Okay, it's going to be to this side.
I gotcha.
Right here, see it?
I gotcha.
And it's going to go straight ahead.
I gotcha.
Ready?
Whoa.
Oh, it caught a sail.
Yeah.
I had it directed.
Big crosswind in the studio.
But hold on now. Now, if you had those popping.
Oh, my God. I would beat my own ass.
What do you mean? What?
I mean, these fake Gucci-looking lions or Versace-looking lions on here. No, sir. Wait, why do you have these buttons?
He's a button.
The Diacos appreciate them.
Dion told him
Because when I went to Ronnie's wedding, I had to wear one of my suits, and I wanted custom buttons. I'm a custom button guy. They really make a suit pop.
So who's sewing these onto your suits for you?
You take it down to like on West Shore, one of the seamstresses,
Okay.
and they it's about $40, and they'll do all the three down the front, and then the ones on your cuffs, which they have 3 or 4 of those. So usually it's 8, 9, about 11 buttons. Usually it's a total of 11 buttons, and a lot of times they'll sew an extra button on the inside for you to have in case one of your big ones break. Those are pretty cool.
I mean, it's just funny to me that you pay $40 to have 25-cent buttons put onto your jacket.
Those are not 25-cent buttons.
I mean,
those are $40 buttons.
No way.
Yes, they are, Brian.
These made in China.
Okay, Gene. Just
Babyface-
take a shiz on everything.
Babyface, you are not a button expert. Okay?
You're not a. But you know what? I wouldn't expect you to be a button guy.
What if
You
the
just got done saying how nice I look.
What is the MSRP on the buttons, Lummy?
Yeah, what? I mean,
$39 to $43.
I'm looking up
And-
Bestall. I'm looking it up right now.
Go ahead. Look at him right now, and then you know what? You will profusely apologize to me.
Yep.
I'm going to make you. Because you know what? I was trying to do a nice thing by saying
Yeah, he was talking.
I was
saying your jacket looks like crap. It's $10 for 10 pieces of these.
There's more than 10 there. That's
1,
the 30.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a dollar.
Okay, you're looking at the wrong one, buddy. Okay.
$1 a button.
We're not going to be able to get into the Trump stuff with you.
Well, we don't need to. This is way more compelling. People know what this DS said, and we're good.
What's DS?
Dip.
Dick.
Oh.
Spit.
Scissor, kisser.
Or that.
Oh,
There's
boy.
a lot of
Spit,
DSs.
Spizzit, tisser.
Mm-hmm.
I
Something
watched
like
for a
that.
few minutes last night after it got going.
And this is all you needed to hear was this minute 7 right here.
They're the bully no longer. This is a true investment in your children and your grandchildren's future. The whole world is watching, and they can't leave the power
Let me make sure you get those buttons back. I don't want them to just throw them away on.
I'll probably take them and steal them.
Yeah.
How about I give you $10 for them, Bubba?
No, how about you give them back to me because I'll find good use for somebody that wants to look like a pimp.
Hey, Dion, want to see my button
brilliance.
collection?
Oh, Dion, be like, Sponge, you learned the button game. I learned the button game from Dion.
In what, 1987?
Don't worry about what year it was. Might have been 97.
He doesn't do buttons anymore, though, Bubba. He's off after cancer. He said he's off buttons.
Oh, Lummy, at next break, run upstairs and grab my Bat Sacks custom hat collection, because that might be what Brian needs, is one of my $400.
I think they're not here, though.
Well, see if they are.
Because last week you asked them, and Merch Creek said that
she packed
took
them.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't believe what they're seeing. They leave it to your imagination, but they can't believe what
And there's no imagination when I tell things, because I tell things way over the top. Yes, we're the greatest. Best military ever.
Hottest thing going.
Hottest thing going. Best economy. Inflation. By the way, gas is going to be $2.99 a gallon in about 3 weeks.
That's when I stopped watching, is when he said that we're the hottest country going. I was like, all right, this is just a standard
Seth's
speech.
like, I don't feel too hot right now with my finances.
Well, I thought, look, you never know what's going to be said. I don't know if there's some massive announcement, but it seemed to just be kind of a standard briefing on the war that I think there wasn't any new information last night.
The brilliance of the United States.
It's just basically, look at me, I'm the greatest. I've negotiated everything. They're afraid. New regime, everything.
Military. Tonight, every American can look forward to a day when we are finally free from the wickedness of Iranian aggression and the specter of nuclear blackmail.
I mean, that's great. I hope that happens.
How has Iranian aggression impacted your life personally, Bubba?
And nuclear blackmail, too. I don't know. I'm just listening to our president right now.
Because of the actions we have taken, we are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America.
Now, hold on. He last night, and I got more stuff to play, and I got networks that break it down and things like that. But let's just stop it right now, and let me get out your little list, your little Bible, and let's do a prediction as to when we think each, with your belief system and your political affiliation and whatever you know about politics, each and every one of us, including Macho Man, how much longer do you think this war's going to go? Like, give me kind of an end. When do you think potentially we will be done and it's over? I'll start by saying, if you call it April 2nd today, I'm saying July, end of July. I'm saying we're not out of there completely, and we don't have any type of withdrawal or in the, I'm saying
7/31.
I'm saying July 30th.
All right,
that's my guess.
Well, 31st is in the July.
July
so
31st.
Got it.
Seth Kushner, over to you.
I say May 31st at the latest. I believe this is definitely done before the 250th celebration on the White House lawn. I do not think that we will be at war when we're celebrating the 4th of July this year with the massive UFC event.
You know what? Can I change my answer? No. Because I'm really, honest to God, feeling Seth's. And I kind of, now that Seth has put it into that, I forgot about the July 4th 250 gimmick. I really did. Can I hate to be a dick and a piggybacker, but can I piggyback on Seth?
I mean, look, they might embrace it. They might put up a big screen at the event. Like, one side is the fight, one side's the war, and everybody can really be going crazy.
What they should do is what Vince used to do, is bring in an Iranian fighter to be the bad guy.
Like the Iron Sheik?
Yeah. Remember Vince would have a Russian or an Iranian or like the Iron Sheik or like that.
The thing is, this isn't really a wrestling crowd, Bubba. It's a UFC crowd.
Yeah,
They take things seriously.
And it's a real event,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Daniel Dariush.
I don't know how many dojos they got over in Iran right now. I mean there's probably some pretty tough people.
Well, they killed the wrestler, their best wrestler, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
Well, anyway,
we took him out from the top rope.
No, I ran into him.
Let me
Why 5:31?
Change my answer to Seth.
To one day before Seth's.
No, I mean I'm with Seth. I'm with him on that. So whatever he said.
5:31.
Five. Yes, I'm with Seth. Not 5:31. Yeah.
May 31st.
Yeah.
I think they got to get
before July 4th.
They got to get right for the midterms.
Yeah. So I am really aligning myself with Seth. I think he made a great point. We got to be out of this thing by the 250. The 250 celebration. We got to.
Has to happen.
Absolutely have to. Over to you, the baby face, the well-dressed, button-hating son of a bitch.
I'm going to go with May 27th, 2029. The new president will need some time to get the people out.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
If you go over, you lose, just so you know in this scenario.
Yeah, like Price is Right. When you go $1 over, you're done. Let me over to you, my friend.
God bless America, May 1st.
May 1st, and the Macho Man.
I don't care.
No, you do, Macho. You
they
care.
said gas prices are never coming down.
You do
Food
care.
prices are never coming down.
You got a 1,000 horsepower Mustang that needs 93 octane.
Yeah, but by the time this is over, the next Democrat's going to get in because he's screwing all this crap up, and gas prices are going to go even higher.
So, what's your official date?
I think he has a never.
AI will take care of everything. That's going
And
to
the
kill us all.
world, and I'll tell you, the world is watching, and when we do, when it's all over, the United States will be safer, stronger, more prosperous, and greater than it has ever been before. May God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and may God bless the United States of America.
So this is kind of the breakdown where the armchair quarterbacks kind of broke it down. I was going to play a few of those.
Addressing the nation in prime time on the status of the Iran war. More than a month now after the initial strikes. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni monitored the president's address.
Did he say anything about Artemis too?
He congratulated them.
Yeah, that's
okay.
about it.
Good. I think that's important.
Mike joins me now with.
He can't get in trouble for that. Like nobody can armchair quarterback him congratulating our. Just want to let you know our.
Well, some people say it's a complete waste of money, but yeah, you know,
our astronauts are safely en route to go to further part of space than any other human being has done. And of course, I'm the one that signed the bill to do it. Yes, I did.
More on that, Mike. The president said this war will end.
Sleepy Joe wouldn't be sending no astronauts up there. He doesn't even know how to spell the word astronaut.
In his words, soon.
Yeah, President Trump says he wants to wind down what he called his, quote, little journey to Iran shortly, but he did not offer a clear timeline.
Now, Brian,
Trump's little journey to Iran. I read that to Arya at night to put her to bed.
Aren't they getting a ton of pushback from Iran saying, no, we're not negotiating with them. We're not going for any of this stuff.
So
isn't that kind of what we're getting from Iran?
There's nothing Iranians want more than to kill U.S. soldiers, okay? Nothing they want more. They are going to continue to try and goad us into a land invasion. We cannot occupy Iran. It is a mountainous bowl where to go and get to the people that you have to fight, you have to airdrop in soldiers. It's hard to airdrop in tanks and supplies. And supply lines are difficult.
There's no easy way to get there.
This isn't me. I listened to somebody who's very well versed in this. This is not babyface thinking he's a war expert. I'm reiterating what I have heard from other people who say that boots on the ground is what Iran wants. It's what Israel wants secretly. It's what Saudi Arabia wants secretly. This is all a trap. And I hope that Trump does not further fall into the trap that has been set for him geopolitically on this.
Let me ask you a question. Does he have do we have the manpower, the ability, the skill set, the knowledge, the intel to do this without sending ground troops and be done with it?
Do what exactly? What is the objective?
I'm asking.
What will end this war? What is the mission? What?
I think that we've gotten ourselves so pregnant with it right now that I don't know that my answer is correct. It's probably not correct because I'm stupid. But I'm saying that probably with where he's positioned our country now, that answer would be something to the effect of get new people in power and hand the country over to more peaceful people and have somewhat of a democracy, and we're not killing, our Iranian government's not killing Iranian people for protesting and doing that. So I think we've positioned ourselves that that's what we got to do. Now, is that achievable? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that these people are indoctrined to hate us now. And so that's to answer your question, but I don't know that I answered it correctly.
Well, no,
help me answer that question. When you say do what do you think we need to do?
Well,
now that we've gone this far,
what are the goalposts? That's the thing. It should be well defined. What is the mission? What is the ultimate goal? If the ultimate goal is regime change and a non-nuclear proliferation agreement,
I think that's it.
And
no, there's one other. You got to get the enriched uranium out
of there. Who's going to control that? China, Russia, Iran, Pakistan.
So if you take three things, Brian, regime change, get the uranium out of there, and denuke them. If that's your three things, is that achievable? Can we get that done Is it doable? I don't. I think that they're going to fight to the bitter end, and it's not as easy as we think it is.
That's my fear in this: is that the Iranians, and when I say Iranians, it's obviously not every man, woman, and child in Iran. It's the power structure and the military in Iran and the extremists there. They want U.S. soldiers there at this point. They want to murder our troops. Okay, so I don't know that. Unless a true coup happens, that there's going to be a regime in there that's moderate enough to acquiesce to the U.S. demands on this.
I agree.
And so that's why when you said, when is this going to end, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows, because I don't know, if the goal is what we just said, I don't know that we're going to get that at this point from the
short time
from the power leadership that is currently in place in Iran.
It says his goal is to destroy Iran's missile production and its navy and make sure that it does not get a hold of a nuclear weapon.
Tonight, I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran.
And Master Sergeant Nicole Lamore from White Bear Lake was one of those 13 service members the president mentioned there. The 39-year-old died in an Iranian drone strike in Kuwait last month. Meanwhile, the president said the hits on Iran would ramp up in the coming days. He also touched on rising gas prices, which crossed the $4 a gallon mark this week for the first time since 2022.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers.
It's like Coolio said, gotta get up to get down.
Yeah, but hold on.
Just like fuel prices.
One of the things that is factual, because I was looking at these fact-checking things that he said, but one of the things factual is that we don't get any of our oil from over there, that we're actually pretty self-sufficient on oil. So why are our gas prices, Brian?
Because global market, Bubba.
Oh, global market. Okay.
Macho told you yesterday. Yeah. When eggs are in short supply in the entire country, just because Florida has a few more egg farmers than the rest of the country doesn't mean that those eggs aren't being sold everywhere else.
I understand.
Can't we, instead of spending $1 billion a day blowing stuff up over there, couldn't we start our own oil companies here in the U.S. and just sell to the U.S. and bring gas prices down that way?
But we don't want to fully tap into our own supply. We are playing the long game on this, which is to buy the oil from the rest of the world, let them use up their supply, and then when oil's dwindling down, we'll still have some. I think that's part of it, the strategery there.
To Americans asking if the war is in their interest, he asked, quote, "Is America first truly among the priorities of the U.S. government today?" Randy.
All right, Mike, thank you. As for the latest in the Middle East tonight, an intense fire breaks out after a drone attack on a fuel warehouse in northern Iraq. That facility is owned by Castrol, a subsidiary of British oil and natural gas giant BP. No casualties have been reported. That drone attack.
So, like you said, Brian, globally, you got countries, you got companies that are big players in America, BP, that are having their facilities drone attacked over there, which would definitely probably affect over here. Right.
Well, it affects everywhere because, the UK may get most of their fuel from there, but they still need fuel. So if the United States isn't willing to pay more for that, then you move the contracts over to them. If you're an oil, supplier, it's first of all,
it's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game. It's always been a dirty game, and this just makes it a little bit dirtier.
Making tough decisions.
Obviously, it's.
Trump speaking with ABC News about the war in Iran and about gas prices here in the U.S., now topping $4 a gallon, far higher in some parts of the country. The president tonight saying about America's ally.
I drove the smart car today.
Yeah, that's smart. Very smart.
Is when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz, build up some courage, go to the strait yourselves and just take it. Telling our Jonathan Karl they can police it themselves.
Brian, by Trump saying this yesterday, where countries that get the majority of their oil through the Strait of Hormuz, him kind of frustratingly say, why don't you come and help or go get it yourself? Does that show that it's not going as well as we thought it is when you are telling the rest of the world, come and help or get it yourself in a frustrating type deal?
No, not really. I'm sorry, Babyface, but you think about it, Bubba. We pay a majority of NATO's bills. We've always protected them. We funded and protected them, with Ukraine, the World War I, World War II, and Italy won't let us use their bases, which are our bases. France doesn't let us use their airspace.
So what NATO says, though, is an attack on one is an attack on all. Not if you attack one, we all will attack. So there's a big difference in what you're suggesting versus what NATO's actual purpose, mission, and goal is.
There for me.
But you can see.
I mean, I understand why Trump and America would be upset with Italy and Spain and all of them, but that is not what the joint defense agreement that is NATO says. It's a joint defense agreement.
Now saying securing the Strait of Hormuz is, quote, not for us, and suggests this war will go another 2 to 3 weeks. Tonight, what the president now says about gas prices.
So 3 weeks would put you May 1st on the long haul. If not, it puts you the last week of April.
Yeah.
Is the cost of this war. John Carl and his conversation with the president.
I heard it was costing us $1 billion a day.
That's probably conservative.
There were some guys that were out at the No Kings rally that were interviewing protesters, and they were saying, do you think it's unfair that they're focusing so much on the Strait of Hormuz and not the gaze of Hormuz?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So
tonight,
did that trip people up?
They said that they need to support the gaze of Hormuz too,
instead of the Straits of Hormuz. Yeah. That's actually pretty funny.
So what I think we're missing as well, not just with the cost of the war, that's hard costs. We're not talking about the economic impact of rising fuel prices, rising goods and services.
No, we're just
the
talking
cost
about
of everything else is going to go up. We're talking about straight
cost.
So the overall economic impact of this, I don't think we know the full extent of yet, but it's far in excess of $1 billion a day. It might be 5-10 times that number.
Blockade of the Strait of Hormuz causing
if you factor in the economic what it's doing globally, just
to our own country, yes.
Oil prices to soar around the world. President Trump is urging America's allies to, quote, build up some delayed courage, go to the strait, and just take it. In a
when
phone
you're a
call,
big country, sometimes you just got to grab them by the tanker.
Told me of our allies, they can police it themselves. Why should I do it for them? They weren't there for me. The president suggesting that America's allies should be there to help, even though they didn't start the war. France, Spain, and Italy have all expressed reluctance to get involved. For the first time in 3 years, the average price of gas now tops $4 a gallon. In Florida, it's $4.16, up nearly $1.30 since the war began. It's worse out west, $4.92 a gallon.
Yeah, I think we played this yesterday.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've all made our predictions.
I'd like to change mine. I think we'll have the new studio done before the war's over.
Oh, I hope. I'm shooting for a June 1 studio gimmick. That's what I'm hoping for. Think we can do that much? You think that's doable?
With Gene's help, absolutely.
With Gene's help,
he's going to help wire stuff up too.
Oh, Jesus! Don't start.
When the app is finished, that's when the war will end.
Come on.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Just tell people Iran has been holding the process up for years.
Yeah.
And we don't want to say anything because we don't want to alarm you guys that there were issues with Iran, but we know why.
The Iranian trolls?
We know why we're at war with them. It's not the nukes, it's the trolling that they've been doing of our apps for years. If you attack the apps, you attack America.
Christy the clown too much.
Imagine they hack Apple Maps, they start telling you to drive off cliffs and stuff, man. I'm telling you, they got the power.
People would do it.
I know, of course they would.
It's like the episode of The Office where Michael drives into a lake because GPS told him to.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
Don't spoil it. No
funny.
spoilers.
It doesn't go straight. There's no road there, Michael. There's no road.
I'm listening to the machine. What's up, Thomas Gilson? How you doing, man? It's been a while. It's been a while. since I saw your name in chat.
Jesus Christ. 'Cause I'm on the outside.
I'm looking in, I can see through you, see your true colors, inside you're ugly, ugly like me.
Oh man.
Thank you, Nick the Gun Guy. Thank you, Johnny K. Rape.
Johnny K.
What era?
Johnny K. Rape? Is that what that name is? R.A.P.? R.A.P.?
R.I.P. rap?
No,
You gotta get
R.A.P..
going, Brian.
Oh, I got 8 minutes.
Oh.
Trying to get rid of me early?
No, I'm not.
I can go during this break.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna... No, but you'll probably have to end up going when we're in the middle of talking.
Yeah, what would you rather if we...
No, I'd rather you just be here, come back, and then say, hey, I'm out when we're live on the air. It doesn't fucking matter. I'd rather you just leave when you want to. But I'd rather come back with you and then you leave in the middle.
I can leave when I want to.
I can leave this studio behind.
Because Bubba don't pay, and if he don't pay, then he's no boss of mine.
Wow.
Very
Safety dance. That's a rib in itself.
What's the rib on safety dance? I know you used to reference it on the air, but I didn't know what safety dance meant.
No, but Macho wanted me to clarify. He wasn't talking ill about Gene. He was saying the big furniture stuff. Because he has his guys, and they're good movers.
What's up, FJ? How you doing, buddy?
So he wasn't saying the wires. He was saying when we have to move all the furniture over.
Nah, no blizz
That
today.
Gene's
Sorry,
gonna be a
Dave.
big help.
Got my day job getting in the way of my my fun jobs.
He wasn't being a baby face, Gene.
I'm good.
Just wanted to clarify.
Well, we're going to have to take a week off and come to work every day and move when it's time to actually put the actual move the broadcast furniture in the rack.
What about purple people movers?
You know, this stuff needs to be moved by us.
Why? Why not professionals?
Because we got to hook it up.
Once it's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, well, we'll probably have some people help us move A to B, but once we have to have the counter space and all the infrastructure built.
I get all that. I'm just saying the physical moving of the heavy stuff.
What I'm saying is the furniture that we're using the existing furniture.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to pull.
Yeah, so that week will be shut down. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but movers should be moving the existing furniture, right?
We'll figure that out.
I mean,
have you heard of
Brian? Stop.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
God damn.
Just saying, you're all too old to be moving this shit.
Have you heard of Gene Lasser moving? Yeah.
Go down to fucking Home Depot.
They're charging too much money nowadays.
Too much money for this?
They charge $20 an hour.
Oh, Brian, I mean, fuck.
$20 an hour? You get 5 of them, that's $100 an hour.
We don't even get $20 an hour with the guys we have here.
You guys pay $20 an hour?
Huh? See, even Seth is interested now. We eat 76, $20.
I didn't know that.
There's 1 hour of labor right there.
I'll throw away the rest of the Bibles.
I'll be in that dumpster.
Poor Lummy has to make sure that what's getting thrown away is actually able to be thrown away.
Broadcasting from a bricked-in parking garage near the flight path of a major American airport. It's time to turn out the propaganda and manipulate some minds. Now return to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I want to warn everybody tomorrow, the show will be ending at 9:30. Then we'll go into stop set 7. And that'll be 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll be coming out about 9:35, 36-ish. And then I'm going to go right into the 22-minute montage of people wishing me a happy 40th anniversary in my radio anniversary that we had April 1st. And so the last 22 minutes of the show will just be a complete video that's been edited and put together by the great Gary Cantrell. I think Gene Lasker will be here tomorrow. Steve Olinsky, former, but I think he played for the Penguins, the Capitals, the San Jose Sharks, and the in Toronto, I think.
Ever the Solar Bears?
Yeah, I mean, when he went to the IHL after the NHL, when they shipped him back down to the minors, I think he went to the Solar Bears in Orlando.
I think he just became a GM of a hockey league that's starting up.
Yeah,
one of the minor. Yeah,
man, you wouldn't believe. I didn't know, Brian. You and Seth, the two biggest, most knowledgeable people about hockey.
You didn't have to add the about hockey. You could have just left it at the first part.
The most knowledgeable people, you and Seth.
Yes.
About cards and hockey and just general knowledge. Thank you for the correction, my friend.
You're welcome, Fweet.
And stop worrying about my move and who's paying for what and who's doing what, okay?
I'm just looking out for everybody's backs.
Yeah. So I guess the whole hockey template is this. Your kid plays hockey, and then there really aren't a lot of high school teams that have hockey teams. So when your kid's like in high school, there's this, I don't think it's called the junior, it might be the juniors, but your kid plays hockey for these regional junior teams that are, I think Jacksonville's got a team, Fort Myers, Cape Coral has a team. I think Tampa doesn't have a team yet, but somebody just brought the territorial rights for it.
Is it like AAU?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's and so your kid goes to play, and it's pay to play. It's like $14,000 or $15,000 or $16,000 to have your kid play, and then that sets your kid up for possibly D1, 2, or 3 college hockey. But that's how the hockey thing goes. It's a whole big rigmarole where, and Steve and my good friend Kevin Miller, who used to be the president of USAC, I think Kevin Miller owns like 3 of the Florida teams, and I think Steve just bought into ownership of the Jacksonville team that they're relocating down to Orlando next year. Steve will be able to give us a better insight tomorrow as to how it works.
Let's have Gene walk us through it.
I don't know anything about hockey except a bunch of white guys with sticks, and that seems pretty cool to me. White guys with sticks that get in fights? Hell yeah.
I'd throw acid in their face.
Yeah, I'd throw acid
I'd
in their
have it in my
face.
pants and just rip it out in the middle of a fight.
You don't notice Lasker always has some kind of remedy that he would like.
Oh, he's got a way to murder somebody at all times. Yeah,
murder or maim or blind or something. He's got a way to slow you down or kill you at all times.
I'd go Happy Gilmore, pull off my skate and stab the guy.
So talk about. I mean, Brian, talk about like a brilliant business in the fact that, like, okay, if your kid plays hockey, youth hockey, when he gets to be like, I don't think Plant or, I don't think most high schools.
No, it's all clubs.
Yeah, it's all clubs.
Even USF it's a club sport there.
Right, exactly. And so
it's pay to play.
USF though, like, I think USF, in order to get on the USF team, the club, and be saying that you're playing, D1 hockey club, you have to have come from one of these AAU junior teams. They're just not gonna,
you gotta be handy with the steel.
Yeah. So anyway, Steve Olinsky will be in tomorrow. He can give us that template, Lummy. I know that he just bought into the Jacksonville team, and they're moving it back down to to Orlando to be more centrally located because I think there's 4 or 5 teams in Florida, and that's who you play. But it just really goes to show you, how good you got to be in hockey to be able to make it to the bigs.
Or rich.
NASCAR's the same way. It's all rent-a-ride. These guys aren't, the major NASCAR teams aren't going to little tracks anymore like the way Clint Boyer was discovered or Jimmy Johnson was discovered, or Tony Stewart was discovered when Joe Gibbs saw Tony Stewart drive a USAC car, a non-wing USAC car at the Indianapolis Raceway Park, 410 non-wing asphalt car, and said, man, that guy has the skill set to be a big-time race car driver, and cut a deal with him and put him in the ARCA, then the truck series, and move him along. No, now your dad writes a check.
Well, it's rent a ride, and now it's buy a blade.
So anyway,
secure a skate.
Think how good you have to be. You got to go. If you're a good little hockey player, let's say you're 6th, 7th, 8th grade, Brian, you're playing junior hockey, little hockey clubs and things like that. And then, you got to go and play for Steve's team for, your all your high school career. And then you got to, at that point, I think, go to who isn't like Denver and Michigan State, like they actually Minnesota,
Boston University, Boston College,
Denver,
Minnesota, Denver College,
Connecticut, like the Cornell, like these guys, all these northern schools actually have NCAA recognized hockey squads. So I'm thinking you play for Steve's team when you're in high school, and then these coaches, I think Steve works with, or the guys who own these AAU teams, works closely with the coaches, and they tell the coaches which of the players are D1able. And Steve said these kids are like most of them would be lucky to even get on a D3 school.
Yeah,
because you got, don't forget, we're just talking about Florida. How about the hundreds of thousands of kids in Canada where hockey's a way of life? Right? Where, they can go out and play outside hockey, 5-6 months of the year on that frozen pond behind them. And their mom and dad don't have to take them to a facility and get, that's the way the kids up north. So I think that makes them that much better. And you got all them, they're the guys that are getting the D1, Denver, Michigan State, Michigan rides.
So there are 20,000 registered USA hockey players in the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida?
Yes. The state of Florida has only produced 22 people that played in the NHL, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but Jack Hughes is one of them, so that's pretty good. He's out of Orlando.
Would he be considered the best of all time?
From Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably up there in terms of...
Who's he play with?
I think he was
Devils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, I think you got to get going.
I do need to leave.
Greenville County man was arrested for indecent.
Should you be, if you got a 6-foot privacy fence and you're nude in your backyard and you got a 6-foot privacy fence, should you be allowed to be nude in your own backyard?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would argue yes.
This guy got arrested, I think.
Exposure after sunbathing alone and naked in his own backyard.
Our Peyton Furtado spoke to that man.
Now wait till you see, this is straight white trash. Wait till you see this guy's backyard.
On his home turf, she is diving into South Carolina's laws in a story you'll find only on WYFF4.
Privacy or public indecency. It's a fine line.
Laying out in the sun, even in the nude, there's nothing wrong with it.
John Sullivan is a tad over.
Look at that 1965 weight set.
Rest today.
Grill in the background.
In the high grass, too.
What's that?
High grass growing around the grill.
Like this is just about as white trash as you get.
Normally, he works out and sunbathes in his backyard in Fountain Inn in a thong or naked and unafraid.
When a male lays out in the sun in the nude, his testosterone levels go up about 400 times.
After an accident, he says his doctor...
Oh, this guy's got some white trash home remedy where if a guy lays out, he says if a man lays out in the nude and sunbathes in the nude, your testosterone goes up 400%.
Seems like he saw that like on a meme on Facebook or something like that.
On TikTok or something.
Recommended exercising.
Man, I was watching TikTok last night, and this guy's testosterone level is 2,000 because he lays out with his balls hanging out in the nude.
And getting outdoors. He was arrested in his backyard March 13th, charged with indecent exposure.
It's a statute that actually carries some teeth. This particular statute, indecent exposure, carries up to 3 years and could land you on the sex offender registry.
Attorney Beatty Ashmore has represented a case like this before.
Hold on. Pit bull tied up to a doghouse with broken down furniture, lummy in the middle.
He laid bare South Carolina's law.
You're free to do what you care to do on your property, to include sunbathing in the nude. The problem comes in if the general public can see you. And so then the question becomes, are they going out of their way to view you? Have you taken preventative measures to keep others?
To me, it looks like he's pretty much tried to blockade it so that nobody can really see much. And if you really were to see it, you had to go and position yourself so that you could see it. If you were just casually driving down the road or casually, like you wouldn't be able to see it.
Look, here's the verdict. He's a hot dude who's working on his body. You can tell from that weight set about there.
And raising his testosterone levels
and
by
nothing,
4,000%.
And nothing looks better than a tan, rock hard physique.
Driving by,
and beanbag, yes.
Nothing looks better than a tanned beanbag.
That's right.
It's official.
From seeing you.
It's definitely impressive. And at about 8 feet tall, this side of John's fence is impressive.
This side, however, not as much.
Have you ever considered building a more solid fence over here so that no one can see you through that fence?
I considered everything under the sun at any time, but this right here is $12,000.
We tried to talk to neighbors with no success. The deputy who arrested Sullivan wrote in his report he could clearly see Sullivan naked through the fence.
Yeah, but the deputy probably had to go on somebody else's property to do that.
People look over here at a beautiful buff bull of an alpha male living a wonderful life from a car garage with a porch built on it, and they see something they want to destroy. Just like everybody else that sees beautiful people doing beautiful things with a beautiful life.
The case, now to be decided in a court of law this May. In Fountain Inn, Peyton Furtado.
Okay. He's guilty.
WYFF News 4.
He's guilty, yeah.
Because that's how he thinks about himself.
Just,
Seth?
I don't know what it is. That guy's causing a ruckus in the neighborhood.
He's
can
a
tell.
beautiful man.
I think we all learned something before we say goodbye to Brian and I go into words, and that is if an adult male tans nude, your testosterone level goes up 400%. And a tan beanbag looks better than a pale beanbag.
Absolutely.
I think that's what we've learned. Brian, I know you got to get going. I'm going
Brian
to
left.
Work. Oh, he did?
Yes.
He already left?
Yes, he
Perfect.
left.
And I'm running behind, so let me get unbehind.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
He's in Chicago.
We're trying to get him a link.
I got him a link. I'm just trying now to confirm that he's able to connect and everything.
Okay.
There's a lot of moving parts with Alex Stein. A lot of moving parts with Alex Stein. No one's peeking through that guy's fence.
No.
He's fucking
that
listening
that big alpha male of him.
He's listening to fucking Seven Dust loud as fuck out there, grunting and shit with
Tool.
his bench press. Some fucking bullshit. Can't just have your cock all out.
Got my cock out.
Scrumptious. thought Brian was joking about leaving early. All right, we'll maintain. We'll get through. We're gonna get bucked up here, do some heavy lifting. Bucked up, bucked up. That's good. That's good to know.
He's good. We won't be able to go super long if you wanted to take him like 30 minutes, but he can.
What time does he want to go?
Well, 9:15 is good. 9:15 is good if you want to do like 20 minutes, something like that.
What's he up to?
He's in Chicago. He says he's traveling every day.
Oh, okay.
What's he doing in Chicago? A gig?
He was talking at Champaign. What's that? University
Champaign,
of Illinois.
Urbana. U of I.
Champaign at the University of Illinois.
And then he's going to 5 schools next week. Oklahoma, Assembly Rock.
Woo! Get that Turning Point money.
Michigan.
Is it all Turning Point, Brian? I mean, Seth?
I would believe so.
I think a lot of it is.
So, I should probably, I should play his thing, right?
Yeah, from Auburn. That's where he was 2 days ago. Should have smoked some of them. They probably asked him not to.
Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. If you're not following us, please follow us. The 1,600 people we have, thank you. Appreciate you till we make a living. Send your Bubba Army inspired pics to BubbaArmyPics@gmail.com. I can see some new ones that we got in there, Brian. I'm also going to be looking at 6 boxes of pictures.
Great.
From your friends at getabox.com, introducing the all-new Mini Box.
Oh my gosh, Rob, have you seen my new mini box? It's so small it fits right in my pocket or tucks away discreetly behind the TV. You'd never even know it was there.
No way, Gabby. That thing is tiny. Does it still get all the programming Getabox is famous for?
All of it. And the mini box records straight to a USB drive, so you can save anything and watch it whenever you want.
And the price? Mini 2. Right now, use promo code BUBBA at checkout and get $25 off your mini box at getabox.com. That's promo code BUBBA.
Time to draw the line. Welcome to new levels of insanity and depravity.
Yeah, we're talking about
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Man, those new mini boxes are unbelievable. They're teeny tiny. I think you can also record.
Yes.
With them. Go to getabox.com. Look for the mini box selection. Whew. Far less. Scotty Landers, Gas City, Indiana. $100 in the PayPal. Thank you, Scotty Landers. Great people like you. John Kostika and Hierarchy and just all the great people that help keep us on the air. Thank you so much. Go to getabox.com. Use Bubba up on checkout and get I forget, is it $50 off? 25 bucks off? 25 bucks off. And those new minis, man, they're far, less cumbersome, and you could literally just hide them about anywhere. So aesthetically, they look great, and it just, the Getabox thing. I can't even really. Seth doesn't put a lot of things over, but even Seth Kushner was like, I think Seth.
What is Seth Kushner?
I think Seth Kushner said, these mini box, this get-a-box thing is for real. I was trying to find the Tampa Bay Rowdies game last Saturday because I've been doing some stuff with the Rowdies. I couldn't make it to the game, and I just typed in, who would have ever thought that would be televised in anywhere place I could find. I'm not going to get it with my Spectrum cabled box. I'm not going to get it with, anything. And so I typed into the search engine on Get-a-Box Rowdies or Tampa Bay Rowdies, and it was televised, and I got it, and I just can't believe it.
That is what Seth Kushner was like. I'm a big fan of Get-a-Box.
True.
It's got everything I need.
Anything you can think
Seinfeld
of.
and basketball, baby.
You could watch the White Sox. You wouldn't miss a White Sox game if you didn't want to.
I would. No, I would. I would. They lost 10-0. They're atrocious.
Are they that bad?
Oh, they need to have their team taken away.
Hey, the good thing is that the Rays are coming into town soon. So
the Rays suck.
I know.
They got beat again. They're what 2-4.
Yeah,
2-4. And then they got to go, but their only saving grace is I think this is the last. Today might be the last day with the Brewers, and they're headed up to Minnesota. And I think the Twins suck, maybe worse than we do.
D'Artagnan, $20.
What's the? I mean, can we go up there and get 2 or 3 out of the Twins?
We should be able to.
And then we return. We finally get we did our first 9 home. We did our first 9 games of the season on the road. Where that was the league trying to give the city of St. Pete more time to get the Trop done? To my understanding, the Trop's ready.
Yeah, the Trop's ready to go. It's been ready. So
it's been ready. Like they could have had opening day there.
They could have.
Instead, they had opening day in St. Louis. They scored under. They have to be the one team that only has 2 wins, but it's probably scored more runs than any 2-win team in the league.
Yeah, they're definitely putting up more runs.
Because when they score 7, they allow 9.
Well, they have the second worst ERA in baseball.
Exactly.
So that's going to be.
And probably if you break it down further, Seth, they probably have the worst bullpen because their starters aren't that bad. It's the bullpen.
No, their starters are, it's bad.
Is it going to be a long year, Lummy? I mean, it seems like, but it seems like the bats are way better than people thought. It's just that the pitching isn't as good as people thought, and we are getting blown out. I mean, even when we score, I think we scored 6 runs in the 6th against St. Louis and took like a 7-1 lead, and then we gave up 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th.
Yes, then we lost. Yep, 100%. If Kevin Cash pulls his head out of his ass, we might be okay.
This I don't necessarily disagree with. I never used to live like this, but I think that most of us live like this just because, we have a passion for content. We have a passion for, if this is still considered radio, we have a passion for doing a show, and we don't do it for the money because none of us are making a lot of it. None of us are making, lawyer, doctor, none of us are making 6 figures. None of us are. Nobody really in radio or in content is really making that good of a living. So we do it for the love, and we do it for in our significant others' work. And
why do we really have to give our whole financial status here
I'm
as
just saying, like,
show? Our wives have money. We don't make any money at all.
Well, hold on. We do all right. If you compare what people in Tampa Bay radio are making, we do all right. But we're not killing it. I'm not making Sirius XM syndicated in 18 affiliate, money. I used to make at one time $3 million a year. Now I don't even make $30,000. But you know what? I love doing it. We have the Bubba Army who supports us and allows us to do it. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So anyway, it goes hand in hand with this study. We're not alone. We're not alone at all. Most Americans. Just 3 months away from financial collapse, says a recent bankruptcy study, meaning that most Americans, if you didn't get paid for 3 months, kind of like you could almost align it with the TSA people. They go about a month, maybe a month and a half, and a lot of them had to quit their TSA jobs because they could not. They were losing their house. They were losing their homes. I think that, I don't know.
Some people say on that one, that's on them because they make 6 figures a year.
Oh, they do?
That's what they said. They said the average salary for a TSA agent is like $120.
I saw they started out like at 60.
Oh,
but that's where they start. I mean, hell.
That's pretty good.
Seth will look at handbags under an X-ray thing all day for $60,000. You know what I mean? Seth, you can sit at a stool and watch old bags put their luggage through an X-ray gimmick for $60.
Oh, yeah.
A national survey. John Kostika.
All right.
You know he always drops Benjamins, my friend. Thank you, Johnny K. P number 1, P1. A national survey of 1,421 U.S. adults found that on the average, just $6,356 of additional debt beyond existing obligations would be enough to push Americans into bankruptcy. So let's if we got a $6,400 bill, like where you had to pay it within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know if that would ruin all of us, but we'd certainly be hurting. I couldn't. I may have to be calling Tara for that one.
Yeah.
The cost of living crisis, 43.4%, and increased tariffs at 41.7% were by far the leading contributors to bankruptcy, outpacing personal financial missteps such as overspending or poor planning. Filing for bankruptcy ranked as the most stressful, more stressful than buying a first home, having a child, experiencing. Is bereavement, is that when somebody's died? When you experience bereavement, they give you bereavement leave?
Yeah.
Yeah. With divorce only being the only life event considered comparably difficult. Well, I don't really know of anybody that's filing bankruptcy, at this point. I don't know if $6,400 would make us file bankruptcy or not. 3 months, that's all the financial cushion most Americans say they have before bills would start getting unpaid. Lose a job, face a medical emergency, or absorb one too many price hikes, and roughly 4 in 10 adults would be out of options in 90 days. The figure comes from a national survey conducted in February in 2026 by the J.G. Whitworth.
J.G. Whitworth.
77776 cash now. 7776 cash now. J.G. Wentworth just wants you to go borrow some money from them.
Yep.
And doesn't J.G. Wentworth only give you money like if you got some kind of settlement or some kind of 401k that comes in every month and, you're waiting for it to come in and they'll give you kind of like an advance on it, but then take it all plus? I don't think J.G. Wentworth actually is actually loaning money to people that need, like giving you a small business loan or anything like that.
They claim they do that, but they're not really looking for those guys.
So I read this article, and this woman, she looks normal, and she's actually, with no makeup on, and a mugshot, she's actually kind of cute. Now, I lived in Chicago, and they say that this is a suburb of Chicago, but I've never heard of it. Seth, your family's from Chicago. I've never heard of Crete, Illinois, Schaumburg and Naperville, and all the other famous suburbs of Chicago. I've never heard of Crete.
Yeah, that's where my parents lived.
No, for real.
When I was a baby.
No, are you being for real?
Yeah. What's the big deal? Yeah.
Isn't that South Chicago?
Yeah.
I never knew. So it must just be it's South Chicago, just like a little.
It's south of Chicago Heights.
Oh, okay.
Down that south,
all right,
far.
I lived in Chicago 2 times and never heard of Crete. I didn't venture to the south side very much, though. Anyway, so let me just give you what this bitch did. This bitch is crazy. She killed 9 people. So she was dating this one dude, and she picked him up and told her. Now this dude, he lived, I think he had a couple kids, and he lived with his mom and dad. And so I think here's his name. I'll tell you the story, then I'm going to play the article. His name was, her name's Jenna.
Oh.
His name was Jacob Lambert. And so she picks up Jacob. She's dating Jacob Lambert. And she picks him up for like a date kind of deal. And they go to a park or a nature reserve or something. And she tells him that she's going to give him a massage in the car. So he gets into the passenger side and lays and reclines the passenger seat all the way down. Some seats they can literally go all the way till they're touching the back seat, and he lays on his stomach, and she's on top of him, straddling him, giving him a back massage, and she goes like 20 minutes giving him just a nice massage, which, none of us, I don't think, would say no to that. I love massages. I wish I could afford more. I love massages. Seth, are you a big massage guy? Like, go to a, I'm not talking about like one of those Wild Orchid, like Robert Kraft kind of massages where, you're getting a happy ending. I'm talking about like a legitimate safety hall spa, like a regular massage.
No, it's not really something that's in the budget right now.
Yeah, but let's say that I would buy you a massage package. Would you like it? I mean,
if I shave my back first and it got proper.
Some people don't like them. Some people do. I happen to like them. I like getting massages. Lummy, you like getting massages?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, but you guys are sick bastards. I'm not going there. I'm keeping on the up and up, man.
I'm not looking for a happy ending.
Oh no, the way Lummy said, "Oh yeah, he's a big perv."
I'll take
dude.
it from a dude, a guy, a woman, anyone. Just want a good massage.
I actually
whatever it takes to make
the best massages in all my massage history. The best massages come from lesbians.
Yeah, strong hands.
Oh my God, I had this one lesbian, Terry, back in the day. And she would come to my house, and then she would give Heather. She'd give Heather a massage. And then she'd give me a massage.
She was the one that used to come to the studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was a lesbian. She ended up, she was massaging me one day, and she's like, "Hey, listen, I got bad news." And I'd been with her. Me and Heather had been with her like for 3 years, where she'd come like every Thursday and give us a massage. Back when I had money, because it would cost like $300, $150 for me, $150 for her, or something like that. So one day she's massaging me, and she's like, "Hey, I got bad news. I'm moving to Atlanta with my wife, or we're getting married and we're moving to Atlanta." And I think she was the boss lesbian. Not my girl. My girl wasn't the boss lesbian. Her significant other was. And so she's like, "I'm not going to be able to be your personal masseuse anymore because I'm moving with my wife." And she had the strongest hands. Well, look at Scout and Big Gulp.
Yeah.
Lesbians. And
strong hands.
Strong hands. What was it? The strength of a man with a touch of a woman?
That's right.
Yeah. You know what? In fact, we should open up a business, Lummy, lesbian massage parlor, and just all lesbians. So like guys can't expect that they're going to get a happy ending or nothing, because lesbians aren't into that at all. But you still have a woman rubbing on you, but they got the strength and they're wired like a man.
Seth, you'd come to that, right?
Yeah,
I'm really trying to figure this. Like,
and Phoebe probably wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, "Hey, Phoebes, I'm getting a lesbian massage today."
She's fine when regular women do it.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
you're further insulated when you throw the lesbian gimmick in there.
But I mean, there are. I would say there's also women that probably aren't lesbian that can have that are strong. I don't think you necessarily have to scissor to be able to have the hands to get the job done.
The lesbian is just kind of a cultural gimmick,
What a cultural gimmick?
Plus, it also makes some of the insecure. It makes some of the insecure men, or I'm sorry, women.
Yeah, there's some wives that are as cool as Phoebe and Ashley and Merge Crick.
Well, dude, if it's between like having to go to a man or a woman, and I've had one by a man before. Okay, I'll admit it. It was for a bit, but
I've had men massages.
But if she's like, you have to go to a guy, I don't know. We'd have to have a talk. That seems not very. It seems not very cool.
No, but like your wife would be even. Not that Phoebe cares. Phoebe lets you get rubbed by a man, by a woman, by a lesbian, by a gay guy. Like, she don't care.
No, but I'm saying if she cared and said you can't get rubbed by a lady, but if for some reason this was a lesbian lady, then you could do it. Or
I think Phoebes would be cool with that. Listen, honey, I'm getting rubbed by a woman. I know you don't want that. Not that Phoebe has this mindset, but we're just pretending. But you said, listen, honey, she's a lesbian. She doesn't want my ween at all. Like, she hates ween. She didn't like ween. She didn't want to give my ween a happy ending. She didn't want to do anything with mine. She wants me to keep my underwears on.
Yeah, she looks like Dick Buckus,
Yeah. And you show her a picture. Phoebes, here's my massage. And she's, jacked up like Macho Man.
Yeah.
She's going to say, hey, honey, no problem with that.
Yeah, I don't know if you're asking me something or just doing a scenario where you're filling in.
I think we're just kind of.
Yeah.
I think we're doing both a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening.
You don't even know how to answer it. You don't even know what to do.
No, you're just playing my wife in a scenario that we've never experienced.
I'm playing both you and your wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you've been in radio a long time. I don't know how many hosts have played both you and your wife.
I mean, I don't even need to.
You don't even need to show up. I just need to have play you and your wife the entire time.
That's it. You're very with 40 years in radio. You're versatile with the characters you can do now.
I am, man. I got a guy that's 4 feet away that I'm playing him, and I won't even allow him to talk. I won't even allow him to talk. I answer for him and his wife. Might as well throw the kid in there and start answering for Sammy too.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what you asked, but it's for sure.
Yeah.
Touch me all day, all night.
Lesbian. Give me the lesbian touch.
I will say this, though. I went and got a massage one time, and the lady was actually upset that I left my boxers on.
I like, I'm going to be honest with you, especially with a man. Like, I definitely leaving my underwears on. Like, I mean, unless I'm
not.
Unless I'm at, I am at, and listen, we know which massage joints are like the Wild Orchid or not. Like, we know if we're at a Jack Shack or we're at just like, Safety Harbor Spa and Resort where they're not going to, like it's above board. So I keep my boxers on based on what type of facility I'm at. Now, if you're at an above board facility, there's no reason to take your underwears off. You got to keep them on.
Yeah.
Because at that point, now you're looking creepy, like you're kind of asking for it. But meanwhile, if you go to the Wild Orchid Lummy and the mama-san says, listen, it's $80 to get in, and then you got to tip her based on what you want, well, then you got your ass cheeks hanging out.
Yeah,
because she's
good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Right. But if you're based on whether you wear your underwears or not, or whether you're, that kind of shows them what you're into.
Well, I'm just trying. The whole thing is I'm trying to not appear like a rapist. So that's my whole MO. So keeping my boxers on until instructed otherwise is what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's just who I am.
So the woman who was not going to give you a happy ending, but she still wanted your buttocks exposed so she could give you a deep gluteal massage, she was a little taken back that you still had your drawers on.
Yeah. So, I stopped doing that.
So anyway, this woman, Lummy, she gets on top of this dude and she starts giving him a legitimate massage, and he's like into it and everything. And she's on, and she takes a 9mm Glock with a silencer, and that she had underneath the seat, and puts a gun to his head for 8 minutes while she's continuing to massage him. And then ends up blowing him away.
That's an Indiana woman for you.
No, hold on. That's an Illinois woman for you.
No, she's from Indiana.
Oh, she's from Indiana?
Yeah.
And then she drove to his house.
Wait, hold on. Why did he know that he had a gun to his head? Were they doing games?
I don't know.
Why would she hold a gun to 8 minutes and keep rubbing him? That seems hard to do, man.
I don't know. And, man, I mean, it would really take the pleasure of the massage right down to zero, would it not?
Yeah.
Man, I'm really liking this, but I got a Glock with a silencer to the back of my head?
I feel like it's a two-hand job, but maybe she was good.
So then she drives back to his house, knocks on the door. As soon as his dad opens the door, she blows him away.
Oh my God.
Then she goes through the entire house and kills everybody. Total of 9.
Dude, that's sickening.
Look at this bitch. She looks like she's normal.
No, she looks like she's smiling because she's a psycho. That is, Bubba.
She's
that is
so hot though.
No, she's not.
She's a bad girl.
30-year-old Jenna Strubble appeared without an attorney in court this
By the way,
morning and asked to.
I only have left channel. It's so hopefully you guys can hear it, but the story's only giving it to me in left channel.
Appear tomorrow when her lawyer could be present. She is charged with 9 counts of first-degree murder. Police say
9. Listen to this.
She shot and killed the father of her 2 young children, 32-year-old Jacob Lambert, along with his parents, Patrick and Stacy Ford.
Bears fans.
Court documents we obtained say after her arrest, Strubble told Will County Sheriff's deputies her and Lambert were co-parenting and maintaining an occasional intimate relationship. She also told deputies that on March 22nd, she asked Lambert if he wanted to hang out and go for a drive. After realizing Plum Creek Nature Preserve was closed, she pulled over on Burnham Road in Sauk Village and told Lambert she had a surprise for him and that she was going to give him a back massage with a massage gun. While laying on his stomach in the reclined passenger seat, Strubble told deputies she climbed on his back in a straddling position and massaged him for approximately 20 minutes.
So, Lummy, if you're this dude, you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah,
man.
Massage gun and all.
Yeah, massage gun and all.
Before grabbing a Glock 19 fit with a suppressor she'd hidden under the seat. Court documents say she was holding it pointed to the back of his head for about 8 minutes while massaging him and eventually shot him.
Now, here's the thing. Seth has an interesting question. Like, was he just really in the massage and you can't see what they're like? Did she have it and he knew about it?
or did she have it to his head and he didn't know about it?
Dude, this is like this is so sick. Do you believe that she wanted him to be in some sort of relaxed state right before he died?
I don't know. I don't have any idea why you would do this.
This is sick, man. And the fact that you even think that she has any hint of attractiveness, dude.
Well, just on the surface, just plain Jane getting booked. I mean, she's pretty hot. I'm just saying.
Him in the back of the head.
And then what's even worse, so this bitch goes and then went to and killed his mom and dad and killed the kids and killed everybody.
She killed her kids?
I think so. Listen.
Strubble then allegedly drove the car to his parents' home and told deputies that as soon as his dad opened the door, she began shooting, hitting Patrick and Stacy Ford multiple times. Court documents say she didn't provide much of a motive for the killings other than not liking the way Jake speaks to the children or that she feels his parents are overbearing. She told deputies she purchased the gun in December from this store in Crown Point and that she purchased it solely for
Crown Point, Indiana. And she purchased it solely to kill him.
No, it looks like the kids were not present.
Oh.
They lived in the house.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
she got 9 counts. Then who did she kill? It said a woman is accused of fatally shooting the father of her children, his mother and stepfather in a Chicago suburb. 30-year-old Jenna Strobel appeared without an attorney, blah, 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 blah. She is charged with 9 counts of first-degree murder. She shot and killed the father of her 2 young children. That's the Jacob guy who was getting a massage, right? She allegedly admitted to deputies that she blah, 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 blah. This is about the back massage. She said that she was holding a gun to the back of his head for 8 minutes. She then drove his car to his parents' house. And as soon as Lambert's stepfather opened the door, she began shooting, hitting him and the wife. Court documents said that she didn't provide much of a motive other than not liking the way Jake speaks to the kids. So how could you have 9 counts of first-degree murder if really only 3 people died?
Do you get 3 counts for each one? I don't know. I mean, she didn't kill 9 people.
No, she killed 3.
Yeah.
Jake and his mom and dad.
Where's a lawyer when you need one?
I don't know.
Is Babyface on his trial yet? Should we give him a buzz?
I don't know. So, Lummy, before I go to words, and just before we have the great Alex Stein on, Alex was at Auburn University, I think, for a Turning Point gimmick, and there was a transgender gathering, and Alex,
he'll find it, man.
He'll find.
He's got the app to find the local transgender gatherings.
He did.
And there's an ambulance there.
You transgenders, y'all didn't shoot anybody, did you guys?
You want to get fucked, dude?
Whoa. Oh, okay, hold on. Whoa. Seth, that pretty much stops you in your tracks, doesn't it?
Not him, but anybody else.
Seth, you would have. I'm assuming you would pivot and run at that point.
The Stein. That brings Stein in. That would turn a normal man away.
That's how the person opens up with wow. Whew. And for those in regular radio, I had a dump. Somebody said, "Do you want to get effed, dude?"
Why is there a person in an ambulance? Did y'all shoot anybody?
No, unfortunately, honey, we didn't.
Well, why is it that trans people do so many shootings? You guys know?
Actually, I think it's mostly white racists.
I think it's white trans people that actually do it.
Hey, do me a favor, get the step in.
Or else what? What?
I'm not going to do anything, but
I'm just saying, what did y'all do? Why is there an ambulance here?
Some black guy that's not really that tough comes up there and tries to get all,
Yeah.
Hey, you better get to stepping.
What did you guys do? What did these transgenders didn't shoot anybody, did they? Okay. The 8 out of the last 8 shooters were transgender.
Oh, no, that's not true.
That is true. Look it up.
I have looked it up, and it's not true. But
so you're telling me no transgenders have done mass shootings?
Not the last.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look it up.
Mostly white men, actually.
So yeah, white trans people. I'll give you that. So what are you guys doing out here? Just hanging out?
Oh, look, she's fine.
What is it? Trans Day of Visibility? You guys not visible enough? Do you really think you're a girl and you really think you're a boy?
I don't think I'm a boy. Actually, that's really
good because you're not. You're not. You guys are just confused. You guys
Man, Seth, he'll just roll up and start crap anywhere, won't he?
Oh.
These poor trans people, they're just trying to gather and hang out, do their trans gimmick.
I'm not really even sure. I don't really even know what kind of gathering this is.
Or what kind of crime just happened. Or what kind of fatality just happened. Like, why is the ambulance there, right?
No one's talking.
Mentally ill. I just really want the best for you guys. I think that you're going to make your life a lot easier if you're not a freak like this.
Go watch your mother get fucked by somebody.
Go watch your Seth. He took it to the next level. He's got your mom involved now. Before he just threatened to screw you.
Wow.
Now he wants you to watch your mother have sex with somebody.
Oh man,
this guy's full of compliments, is he not?
Oof.
Oh my lord.
Okay, well listen, you're not a girl. You're clearly a boy. I don't know why.
Trying to be a girl,
why are
dumbass.
you
There's
pretending?
different things besides girls and boys.
Okay, but you guys need to stop doing mass shootings. You're not a girl. Okay?
A mass shooting was like.
Exactly, a trans person. Boom, roasted. All right, I hope the person didn't get shot.
Yeah, she's right there.
Okay, good. You guys didn't blow her brains out? Thank goodness. I hope you guys get some help. And get off the antidepressants. They're not helping you guys. This is what's going on. I saw a bunch of trans people protesting in an ambulance. I thought maybe somebody got shot. But luckily, they just had a heart issue, probably from their SSRIs.
We'll have Alex on next.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Would too. Well, let's ask him about that. I'd love that. Hey, Lummy, on Bubba Army HQ,
Yes.
we should probably take the kick drop down off.
Okay. Yeah, we can take that one off.
Just because-
The landing, yeah, that's fine.
It could confuse.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything else is live.
We're
I
gonna-
haven't checked them, so.
We're gonna try to clean up that anyhow, make it a little.
What's up, Robbie?
Look a little fresher.
SSRIs, baby. What's up, Jeff? What up, Jennifer? Oh my, what's up, Thomas, Victor, Dynamite Don, Tim Moore, Felix, Redneck. We gotta sell some more spots, Redneck. People are afraid of using the website right now. I don't know why. What's up, Lunger? We tried to get the website to streamline everything and now nobody wants to use it. What's up, Liz? What up, what up?
Man, Seth, I found a good doctor yesterday.
What kind of doctor?
Just a general physician. That will, oversee all my prescriptions and stuff
Yeah.
like that. My other one retired, so I needed to get, this guy's a good dude. If you need a good doctor.
I got a decent lady right now.
Okay.
Liz always making some sense. You always like to see that.
Hi, Macho Man.
We'll get there, Redneck. We'll get there.
Am I good?
Yeah, just waiting on him.
We sold the big money teams. It's hard to promote websites on Facebook because it gets knocked down when you put a website as a post. So you have to put the website as a comment on the post. Some people don't see that. It's a little game you gotta play. What up, Jay Bowler?
Azuki, 84 months.
I'm still gonna say, I don't know what happened, but I'm still gonna say rest in peace to Caviar Tacos. That was tough news. What's up, Dirt Merchant and LM Clothes? Lou.
Thanks, Ellen Close. Thank you so much. Got us 30 yesterday in close. Good morning.
Building profanity delay. Please stand by. Per FCC regulations, this program is on a 40-second delay. Building profanity delay. Please stand by. Per FCC regulations, this program is on a 40-second delay.
Shield your home with storm-resistant siding from Morgan Exteriors. Take advantage of our special this month. Get 20% off your project plus free installation. Choose from high-performance vinyl or fiber cement siding, built to stand up to Florida's toughest storms, heat, and humidity. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today to lock in savings. Visit MorganExteriorsInc.com now. That's MorganExteriorsInc.com. Morgan Exteriors, protecting Florida homes for over 30 years.
What's going on? Congratulations. There's no remorse and no regret associated with anything they do.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
I think Alex is in a car of some type.
He's always on the move.
He's always on the move. Prime time on the grind.
Oh, that was the Crotch Cam 2000 right there.
Pimp on a blimp. All of it and more. We just had him, and here he is. He's trying to get us some season in rainy.
I'm in the car, and I just had a meeting with some gold sponsorship, and I was up till driving back. So, Bubba, you used to be on the air in Chicago, right?
Yeah, twice on B96 and Z95.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. I was speaking at University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana. It was 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's on the southwest corner of Illinois, about an hour and 15 minutes north of Terre Haute.
Yes, it is far as
it's almost 3 hours to Chicago.
Well, because once you're in Chicago, there's really bad traffic. It took me almost 3 hours to get there, but then I drove back. So I spoke at University of Illinois. It was great. The Fighting Illini are in the Final Four.
Oh yeah, not only that, but there's some really good-looking chicks at U of I.
Well, what's crazy is, so I went to Auburn the night before. So I flew to Atlanta, then I had to drive 2 hours to Auburn, then I had to drive back.
I hope they're paying you a pretty decent salary here, because you're really jumping through. They do pay me. That's good.
They do pay me very well. They do. That is one thing, a turning point. They definitely pay. They pay me a lot of money. Not trying to like I'm rich.
Do you ever get a chance to talk to Erica? You ever get a chance to talk to her?
No.
No, I'm just saying, you're kind of a big.
It's not. Erica doesn't do that. She's a CEO, but I do talk to the executives at Turning Point all the time. That's not under her. That's not under her purview. But this is why I'm stressing. So I just had a gold sponsorship. I'm on E, and I just pulled in here without filling up. So it's going to cost me nearly $200 too. So now I have to go out of the rental car place, get gas, and then come back, and then my flight takes off in 55 minutes.
You got O'Hare or Midway?
Midway.
That's a little bit better. But so you're saying you didn't fill up, so now you got to check out, go find a gas station, fill up. So it's only going to cost you $80 to fill up instead of $226 at their rate.
Yes. Because I'm on E because I drove all the way. I drove 6 hours yesterday, so I'm such a dummy. But I didn't realize they let me take it out. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm on E. It's gonna cost me $500 to fill it up. I know. $11.55 a gallon.
Yeah.
What?
That's your president right there, man.
Just leave the car, set the car on fire. It'd be cheaper.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I got the insurance. I might just wreck it into a ditch. That would probably
So listen, talking about rental car insurance, when Hogan and the guys used to be, when the wrestlers would all get, they would get the best, like the most insurance you could possibly buy for your rental car, and then they would literally play like demolition derby with them and bring them back completely totaled, and they would walk away like they bought the most coverage they could get, and so that like nothing would cost you nothing, and they would literally total the car could barely make it back.
Yeah, well, so I'm going on Fish Tank. Lummy knows what it is. My buddy Sam Hyde, he's he's one of the best content creators in the game. He made a video where he did that, where he rented a car and just tore it up. They put sand in the transmission. I don't know how he didn't go to jail. I mean, they literally they took it to a car wash. They poured water in the gas tank, like with those pressure washers.
Yeah.
Put it in the gas. I mean, they literally totaled the car, but it made it back. I can't believe it. They were trying to make it die. They couldn't kill it. It was a Lincoln Navigator, but it's just funny how it's
now are you flying back? So you're the only thing that Chicago represents is where you're flying in and out of. You're not doing anything in Chicago.
No, I was just at University of Illinois. But what is kind of funny, dynamic, so I spoke at University of Auburn the night before. That is the least diverse school in the SEC. I didn't realize. Auburn is like all white kids, which is nice, and there's just all these nice white kids. And the University of Illinois is one of the most diverse schools in the country. It has the second most Asian students to USC. USC has the biggest population, and it was funny. The turning point was like all Asian kids. There's Asian kids and Indian kids that ran that, which is kind of cool. I'm happy that Turning Point has that, cachet. And then the liberal group protested the event. They rented the building next door and they were yelling during my event.
We watched your transgender ambulance gimmick just before we had you on, and we loved. Oh my God, some of the things they were blurting out about having sex with your mom, and did you want to get effed? And I mean, they were quite colorful in their language.
Sexual. They're always sexual. That's like their
whole
thing.
And then the one dude tried to get tough with you and told you to get to step in some little short doggy dog, and you're like, what are you gonna do about it, bitch?
I know. I mean, I want all the smoke. I'm like Cheech and Chong. I want to hit the bong. I mean,
let me ask you a question. Out of all the turning points,
by the way, poor guy's looking for a gas station. You could tell his head's on a swivel.
I know, and I have no idea. And luckily, I got plenty of time. I think. But did you see? I got kissed by a transgender, but it was a biological female at the Trans Day of Visibility. It got like 4 million views on Twitter.
Did you make out with them? That should be your next thing, is that you make out with a trans.
Well, it was a biological girl, and everybody, I think somebody shared it on Reddit because I started smiling because it was a biological girl pretending to be a boy. So like, who cares? They kissed me on the cheek. If it was a guy, I would have punched him, but you could clearly tell it was a biological female.
You should really you should lean into that more. I mean, so
that's what I'm saying. I kind of liked it. I smiled. I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it because it was kind of funny, and I knew that would blow up.
And at the end of the day, man, the person that's kissing you has a vagina.
Exactly, and you know why they kissed me? Because even though I was making fun of those trans, they're not with a guy that's like dominant. That's alpha male-esque. Not that I'm the super alpha, but you know what I mean. Like that, because I'm holding a megaphone and getting in their face. I know that they were subconsciously attracted.
Now, what were they trying to do by kissing you?
I guess made me look bad. I don't know, but I mean the video blew up. But what I was trying to say is it had like 1 million views, and then all of a sudden somebody on Reddit or somebody shared it, and then every comment it's like from the trans and gay community. He loved it. He liked it, and I'm in the comments saying, "Yeah, I guess."
Hold on. That should be a new gimmick for you, where you specifically are looking for transitioning people that are female, and you get kisses.
Yes, I mean, I don't know.
Like when you go to a big trans rally, you should be like, okay, listen,
we'll workshop that one, Bubba. I don't know
how many of you are actually females with vaginas, because I wouldn't mind a kiss from y'all.
This is insane. There's no gas stations near this airport. I'm about to have to get on the highway. This is ridiculous.
I just saw you just passed a Culver's and a Taco Bell.
I know there's every freaking fast food place. I passed 2 Taco Bells and not one gas station. I don't know. And traffic is insane right now. Oh my gosh.
So you go back to Dallas? You go back to Dallas tonight, and then what?
Today I go back right now, and then I got to record 2 shows because I got to go to freaking. I got to go to Atlanta for Fish Tank all weekend. That's a 24-hour show where they just film us. I got to get my other phone out to put something in the GPS. Damn it. That's the show where it's a 24/7 live stream. So they have us. It's like, you know how you like that strip video, those whores in the bathroom? At the
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's just like that, Bubba. That's like that.
You are so scrambling right now, buddy. I feel for you so
Anybody
bad.
else would let him go do his thing, Bubba, but you're going to keep him on.
Listen, I won't keep you on if you're stressed out. I don't want to stress you, buddy.
I'll be okay. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. I had this gold sponsorship. I just had this big meeting with this gold sponsorship. They want to sponsor my show, but the problem is our network has a big deal with Birch Gold, but they don't sponsor my show. But I've only been there 6 weeks, so they don't have the analytics. And so we just had this big meeting. They're like, well, I don't know, it might be a conflict of interest if you have other you have other gold companies. So it just I'm just mad.
You're talking about gold, like gold bullion and things like that?
Yeah, Goldco, where you can change your 401k into a gold investment and all that stuff.
Man, gold's about $6,000 an ounce right now.
Yeah, they sponsor Hannity, so they send an offer sheet. But now, so I thought I had this good sponsor, and then now it's like, well, actually, yeah, we got to talk to legal. We got to do this. So I'm just like, it's been a tough morning. And then I wouldn't have freaked out if I only had to get like 4 or 5 gallons. I would just have paid it. But the fact that my car's on empty and I don't want to pay.
You're probably looking at 15 to 18 gallons is what you're looking at.
Yes, the whole freaking car. So.
You look scrambled, buddy. I feel for you.
I'm all the way shut out this morning, dude. I got a lot going on, and then traveling such a pain.
I loved your Durst hat on when you're on the Dallas No Kings rally. I loved it. Did Jenny see that?
Yeah. She always comments on it. She definitely saw it. Well, shoot, hold on. I can't find the damn gas station on this app.
We're gonna ask Stein about Christy Noem's husband, right?
Yeah.
Oh, those big fake titties. So there's a gas station. Yeah, that guy's a total sicko. What do you think that's about? Like, why would
I don't know, man. I don't know. We were thinking maybe you could get to the bottom of it, like,
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to be like with big fake tits like that. I don't know what his thing is. And then she was banging Corey Lewandowski allegedly.
I heard she's kind of rough in real life with like she got pock marks and really like real bad skin. Like she's not really that attractive.
Yeah, I don't think she's probably that hot now. But she did have a glow up. If you look at pictures of her when she first got into politics, she looked like somebody from Idaho or Wyoming, wherever she's from. So she does look a little better, but it's just weird to think her husband put those big balloon titties out. I know every kind of weird sexual thing. I'd never heard of that. Where a
guy wants to be a girl, but you're still a guy. But it's called what was it called?
Bimbofication. He's in the bimbofication community. I've never heard of that. That was new for me. So, I don't know. That's weird. But to be honest, I do not like this Iran war. But if Donald Trump, because the gas prices have not gotten as high as they have under Biden during the Ukraine war. If he can somehow get us out of it, because I think he's starting to realize that Israel wants this war way more than us, and that they can just stay there and do it. We've laid the groundwork. I think we can. And then he was playing 5D chess. Maybe he personally closed the Strait of Hormuz, so everybody has to buy their oil and gas from us, and that's why he got Venezuela. And now it might help out our country in a way that I didn't expect.
Do you think that he can maybe pull the nose up on this and actually come out looking good?
I didn't think so at first, but now I think that is a possibility. I honestly do, because if you just think about it, like let's say they keep the Strait of Hormuz closed, and then Europe and then Asia has to get all their oil and gas from us. I think that would be a good thing, I guess. I don't know the economics of it, but I imagine that
what's the gas price that you're paying right there?
I'm paying $4.69, $5 a gallon.
That's not too bad. It's about what we're running about $4.50 here in Florida.
See, Dallas is nice. Dallas is only up to 369 at the place I get it.
Oh my God! I mean, because you're so close to refineries.
Yes, our gas is always historically cheaper than the rest of the nation. But
now, did you know when you go to these turning point gimmicks? Any groupie action last night?
No, but I took the whole crew. Well, it was crazy. Last night was extra intense. So they had to hire private security because they knew that there was a protest for my event. So they brought in a private security. So there was tons of cops. So I always take the chapter leaders and whoever, is nice. I invite them to dinner after. They wanted to go to Taco Bell, and they're like, oh, you're going to Taco Bell. You have to. They sent a police to an officer to sit outside the Taco Bell to make sure like nothing happened.
How many people? How well attended was your event?
Oh, it was packed. I mean, I would say probably like 120 kids. But it's crazy. The administrators kept trying to shut it down. There is. Sorry, I'm literally underneath the airport. So there was 120 kids, but there's a bunch of administrators that wanted shut down. And the Daily Illini, their newspaper, they went. I spoke at Illinois State last semester, and they came and watched that. So the only people that kind of came at me sideways, they're like, at your last speech at Illinois State, you said women belong in the kitchen. And I was like, yeah, they kind of do, because I think women make better mothers than they do, lawyers or whatever. And, and I was just honest about that. And then a mom came and totally put me over. She's like, I used to be an executive for an insurance company. And then when I had my kid, I became a stay-at-home mom. It was the most gratifying thing I've ever done. But so she totally put me over. She got on the mic right after these. The reporters asked a question. And then some other reporter asked me some other dumb question about, I don't even freaking remember, something about trans or something. And I was like, yeah, I don't hate trans people. They're just, I don't like young kids in college, 21, on a bunch of hormones.
Now are is that probably the biggest demographic of transitioning people are those in college?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the age breakdown is.
Because at their point they're adults and they can, but they're also in a liberal setting with college, and they are on their own and they can do what they want, and their parents may not necessarily have a grip on them like they used to. I would think that that's where a person would maybe start doing that more so than if they had a real strict mom and dad.
Yes, but that's where my problem is. I don't like kids. I don't like people that are told they're born in the wrong body. I think that's sick to tell a kid they're born in the wrong body.
Yeah.
That's like the worst thing.
This is bottom of the radio feed here, Seth. I mean, I don't know if that's the air conditioning knob or what the hell that is.
It's in his Kia, his rented Kia SUV.
I'm about to get in a damn accident. Gosh, if I miss my okay. I hope I don't view routes. Okay.
Now, do you have your do you have your boarding pass and everything ready to go electronically?
Yes, but I hope I don't miss my flight. If board's in 45 minutes, I'm screwed.
I mean, you still
this morning has been insane.
You got to still turn in your rental car, and then is the rental car place at least?
I got to take a shuttle to the thing. If I miss my flight,
you're done. You're done. I need to probably.
I know.
I need to probably.
What time is it? Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Listen, as your friend, I politely am going to say goodbye because you got to get to boogieing, buddy.
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Text me later and let me know if you made it or not, okay? Please.
I will. All right.
All right, buddy. Bye, Alex. Love you. Man, whew. I know that I get stressed out when I got a couple extra things to do. We all do, Seth. Like, we all have our little routine and stuff, but I could not imagine, flying into Chicago 2 days ago, driving down 3 hours to Champaign-Urbana, doing the gig. And, with Turning Point, Seth, you have to be on, you're on and glad handing the people afterwards, taking them to dinner. Then you stay the night in a hotel. Oh, by the way, when you flew into Chicago, you had to get a rental car and all that kind of nonsense. Then you drive down there, you do your gig, taking people out for dinner, drive to your hotel, get up in time to make the 3-hour trek back to Chicago.
No, we drove last night.
Okay. Drove last night.
Yeah.
Have to make that trek. Then, strategically, even though 1155 is a lot and it's going to kill you, I think I just would have let the dealer, let the rental car, I would have taken the $250 bump than having to go back out, knowing that I'm going to make my plane. What's a bigger pain in the ass, paying the $200 for gas or having to miss your plane, and you never know what at that point when you miss your plane, you're completely at their mercy as to what if you're going to get on a flight.
He's a man of principle. There's no way he would pay $11 anywhere.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of inconvenience. And he look, at the risk of missing his flight, he opted not to do that. I see what he's saying. Not a lot of people. I mean, he could just go, I'll throw it on my credit card, but a lot of people are going to have to, turn that around. But I'm sure there are also people that are attentive to if they need to fill up their car before they actually get to the airport.
I'm very much so that. Like, I'm looking at my gas gauge as I'm turning my car in, 15 miles before I get to the airport, thinking, okay. And because even as you get closer to the airport, gas stations start gouging you.
Big time, yeah.
So, when you're 15, 20, 30, 40 miles out, whatever. Boy.
Look at that Shell down the street from us. That's
oh, my God. That's the worst ever. That Shell at the corner of West Shore and Cypress, they're always 20 cents higher than everybody.
Yep.
Just because I think, Lummy, that's like one of the last gas stations besides this 7-Eleven, but most people don't know that. You only know about that 7-Eleven if you work around here.
That's right.
But if you're just getting off the interstate, oh, there's a Shell. Okay, I'll get it. They got that in the strippers, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's all they get. I've eaten at that Subway before, and it's not good either.
Yeah.
There's a Subway in there. You know what the better Subway is, Lummy? The one... If you make a right on West Shore, and then before you get to Chipotle, I think there's a gas station right there.
The Sicko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you eat at that Chipotle very much?
I haven't recently.
I saw something on TikTok where you can
Yeah, with
the
you ask for extra stuff all over.
Yeah, the Chipotle hack.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Seth?
You should go do that.
I feel uncomfortable doing that too much, though. But the people on TikTok, they'll ask everything. A little bit more of this.
Somebody was saying, like, it's going to really, really hurt Chipotle if millions of people do this. Like, it's a hack where if you ask for extra meat, it's only a certain amount. Then you ask for, I don't know, you get free toppings after that. Can you try to, I'm going to go into words. Can you try to find that for me?
Yes.
The Chipotle hack.
No problem.
I used to go to Chipotle, but didn't they have like a salmonella? Didn't they have like a salmonella gimmick or something?
They had a little bit of problems with their meat. They changed it up a little bit.
Are you a Chipotle guy, Seth?
No, God, no.
You wouldn't do lunch with me at Chipotle?
No, I hate that place.
If you want to deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Oh, yeah, it just calmed in my pants looking at the news.
Let me DJ from Pro Action 100 from PayPal. I'll come back with you, DJ. Thank you. Need a Bubba Army contractor. Carpenter in Brooksville for some basic remodeling. Let me know of any. I would DJ call Morgan Exteriors. I'd call Morgan Exteriors. That's all they do. And tell them Bubba Army. That's what I would do. That's all they do is remodeling. They're gonna build me a closet at my new place. I'm gonna get on the air and talk about that. Let me make sure Citrus Harley pays us.
It should be in there. It should be a couple days ago, they said.
In Truist?
Yes. It's a holiday today for Chipotle. Free food on National... Oh, it's National Burrito Day. I sent you that Chipotle hack in your messenger.
It wouldn't have been on the 19th, would it?
let me see when they inquired, because I inquired to them and they said they were making the payment. I asked them again before the 1st and they said it was paid. I can ask them for.
I think I got that. I got it on the 19th. I think that's probably it. Yeah, that's probably it. To say, going over our books, was your deposit on the 19th? I'm starving today. I'm absolutely
It'll be Monday, so Sunday, Monday. I'll ask them too.
Don't piss them off.
No, I'm not. I
say it in a cool way.
No, I will.
Say it in a cool way. All right, let me see here. Where's my volume?
For food than a tortilla or taco shell, and if you're really craving that, I'm a professional food. And this is every hack at Chipotle. If you're a Chipotle.
I'd feel like a real wedge if I went in there and fucking hacked them.
Yeah, especially the way they tell you to do it.
Yeah. I heard you're the wind beneath my wings, Lummy. Is that true?
Yes, I will carry you
higher. Flying higher than an eagle.
That's right. Take you to the clouds.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
You want to do the dirty?
That was the last movie I saw with my wife before she left me.
What do you do? What the fuck?
What? Oh man,
Jill. In San Antonio. We went and saw what was a movie.
Beaches?
I think it might have been. You're right.
Was that the same time you gave her the fake Bon Jovi autograph?
What?
That was Rebecca.
You know, Bon Jovi listens to the show.
I know. What's up, Bon Jovi?
That's what they say.
Bonnie Munn's listening to with Bon Jovi right now.
Who had emailed us? It was a good listener.
Yeah, he was a great listener. He said he hangs out with John Bon Jovi's son.
Did he leave?
Or his?
Does he still listen, or is he?
He's a big time listener.
Oh, okay.
He was hanging out with Kraft, and Kraft was.
Robert Kraft?
Yeah, he listens to the show too.
Whatever. We might as well just start making shit up now.
Robert Kraft's a big Stern fan. You know, he remembers your time there. His favorite segment was when you used to shock the balls.
Yeah.
He loved it in 2006 when you would do all the dirty things with all the women.
Are you being for real?
I heard that the Krafts do know Bubba and has used to listen. I don't know if they do anymore.
I wonder who the most famous.
The following broadcast is not for the mocha soy latte drinking, tree hugging, Birkenstock wearing crowd.
I'm not giving you a compliment.
If you tuned in by accident, get the out of here now before all the beer drinking, whiskey shooting hellraisers find out. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
DJ from Pro Action Suspension, $100 in the PayPal between Scotty Landers, John Kostika, and DJ, man. We rolled it in today, man. Thank you. 40th anniversary, April 1st gimmick was an unbelievable day. Today's been a great day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. Well, of course, we got Gene Lasker and Steve Olinsky tomorrow. Make sure that you understand, though, the last 22 minutes of the show, we're going to end the show tomorrow. We'll say goodbye. Seth will be on the road in his car at 9:35.
That's right.
Might even... Because I think you're only about 20, 25 minutes from the house, and as long as there's any not major traffic snarls, you might actually be in your driveway or close to your home by the time the show ends.
Takes about 15 minutes to get me to the projects.
Yeah. You're going to be home.
Damn right.
Already getting ready for your
with
next...
my boombox.
Getting ready with your next blizzard break.
Hopefully.
You know, one of my favorite is, and I don't want this to sound creepy or not, that she's so knowledgeable and she's so with it. that when Sammy helps you, when you do blizzard brakes by yourself, not with Brian, but by yourself, and Sammy is in the background helping you with the brakes. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Because she's just like, you wouldn't think that a girl her age would be that knowledgeable about cards, and she's quite knowledgeable.
Well, I mean, I forced her to be.
Yeah, but I like it. I watch it and I'm like, oh, Sammy, she knew about that. She knows more than I do.
Thank you so much.
What's her favorite teams? White Sox? Bucks?
No, she doesn't care about that. She likes the
Caitlin Clark.
She likes the Bears. She'll do a little
Fever.
I mean, she likes the Bears. She likes the Rowdies. I mean, she used to like the Lightning. We don't really watch them a lot anymore, but she's pretty locked in on the Rowdies and the Bears. Perfect. I'd say.
Anyway, thank you to DJ from Pro Action Suspension. He was like, hey, Bubba, I'm looking for a Bubba Army carpenter contractor to do kind of a simple, not so major remodel in the Brooksville, Florida area. And I said, and DJ, I know you're listening right now. Get a hold of Morgan Exteriors. That's what they do. Like, don't let the name fool you, Morgan Exteriors, and they're only doing siding and windows. No, they do full-blown kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, room additions, like whatever you need building-wise. I think the only thing they don't really do is they have a roofer. I think they might use fourth gen, but they don't really they don't dabble too much in the HVAC and or roofing. But other than that, man, Morgan Exteriors will certainly be able to take care of any type of remodel that you have. Call them, give them a shot at the business. They're a great client of ours.
I'm being reports being told right now by Bubba that tomorrow the no shirt policy will be definitely in effect. Macho Man said him and Steve are gonna both be shirtless the whole show. This is
wow.
I
know that Lasker, me, you, and Seth won't be.
No, I'm good.
I'm not quite secure enough in my body ever to be shirtless.
I'll sit here shirtless. I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You like Ben Kreischer? You don't care?
Well, yeah, I'm not quite that funny, but I aspire to be.
Is that his name?
Yeah, sure.
Bert Kreischer.
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah.
But I mean, isn't that taking your shirt off gimmick with him kind of getting stale? Like,
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen his stand-up in a long time. He used to be really funny when he would come on the air with us.
No, I think he's a great comedian.
So you haven't seen his comedy?
I haven't seen anything of his in a
Lately.
while.
Oh, well, have you ever heard the Machine Story?
Yes.
So you have seen his comedy lately.
Yeah.
What do you mean the Machine Story?
He's got a machine. This story
there's a
he's
movie.
told for
There's
20 years.
There's the movie. He had a movie called The Machine, did he not?
Yes, he does his act with that in every one, I guess.
And I don't know that it did that well in the box office, The Machine.
I don't think it went to I think it was kind of a streaming deal.
Oh, no, it went to the box office.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it went to the box office. Lemmy, will you Google how much The Machine cost to make and, like, did it turn a profit?
Yes, I will see.
Anyway, DJ Man, call Morgan Exteriors. Ask for Opie if you need. Tell them that you listened to the show and I recommended you, and you're out of Brooksville.
Only $20 million to make, and it made $10 million in the box office.
So isn't that a $10 million loss?
Yes, I believe that's the math.
Oh, I'd be sick to my stomach. If you're an actor, I don't think you get another gig on that deal, do you?
Well, he didn't lose. It's not his money to lose.
That's true. So, Lummy, I know that I'd seen how you can hack Chipotle, and you found it for me.
Yeah. Professional food hacker, and this is every hack at Chipotle. If you're Chipotle, please do not watch this video. I'm tired of people saying Chipotle is scamming them and giving them less food. Also, if you're new to Chipotle, you've come to the right place. I'm gatekeeping nothing. First off, never do a mobile order. Workers tend to give you less food when they can't see you. Always get the Chipotle bowl. It can hold way more food than a tortilla or taco shell, and if you're really craving that tortilla, you can get it on the side.
So let me get a bowl.
Yep.
Then a tortilla on the side.
Actually get every item on the side. Also, don't forget about the vinaigrette sauce. It changes the meal. This is my entire order. 2 scoops of white rice, 2 scoops of brown rice, both beans. The fajitas are fire. For proteins, always ask for half and half. Most of the time, they end up giving you double scoops of meat, but you only have to pay for the price of one. When they ask you if you want mild, medium, or hot, you say all 3. Feel free to get extra scoops of that too. I got extra corn, a normal amount of sour cream and cheese because your boy's lactose. top it off with some lettuce. And finally, you can ask them for a free water cup. The total price was $13.07. Next time you go to Chipotle, come back to this video. I'm a professional food
Yeah. I don't know that he really told us what we're supposed to
The
do.
double one.
Well, it's the double. It's the half and half meat because he says that they're gonna throw on full meat, which gives you double meat, and you only paid for one meat, and you're getting two meats. That's kind of about what I got out of it. And asked for on the seasoning, asked for every one. That really didn't do much for me.
What, are you looking for, a real scam?
No, not at all. I'm looking to bring back the food review.
All right.
Well, listen, I'm really not, like, we have to get this move done, and that's my number one priority right now. But after the move is done, or I'm looking, it's just I have a lot of I don't usually get a lot of anxiety, but I actually have a lot of anxiety over this move because there's so many things to do, and we've accumulated so much stuff that it's almost giving me anxiety. But I know that you're helping me out tremendously, Lummy.
Yes.
I know that our new buddy Greg, New York Greg, oh my God, that guy is cool.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's not new Bubba Army, but he's kind of new Bubba Army that wants to hang out and help. And
he's a worker.
And he's a worker. So, man, thank you, New York Greg, for I think he's coming to help you, is he not?
He's at the gate right now.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Well, let him in.
Well, I can't. I'm right here.
Oh, somebody let him in.
I asked Macho if he wouldn't mind.
You could almost give New York Greg the gate code, I almost think, don't you think? Just to get him in the gate. I mean, I'm not telling him we're not going to give him the side door code.
No. Okay.
Just to give him in the gate.
Why don't we put him on the third mic over there?
Yeah, this is New York Greg. And I'm a new helper for Bubba. Will take anybody to help move. He's so desperate at this point.
I'm a new helper.
I got to tell you, Lummy, we have to give so much love also to Aaron from Average Joe's because he's helping us throw away all the junk. We're actually trying to be very aggressive with throwing stuff away. Being here for 15 years, you just accumulate stuff, and you accumulate equipment that you no longer need. And Lummy is now Macho's quite aggressive on throwing things away, is he not?
Yes, he is. But
I kind of need you to buffer him in case he throws something that might be very valuable away.
Well, yesterday we walked into the back here, and Macho's going to put little sticky notes on what not to throw away.
So here's the deal: you can throw it away as long as there's not a sticky note on it.
Correct.
If there's a sticky note on it, then it stays.
Yep.
Other than that, you can yoke it and go.
Correct.
So, I need to get we need to yoke and go and create, those plastic shelves that we have.
Yes.
We need to gather those and assemble them at the new place up in the upstairs attic area.
Okay.
Because we have like an upstairs storage area that I think will end up being great, and we can store stuff. And since we're starting all brand new at the new studios, I want to have everything in its place, less cluttered, more organized, cleaner. We've kind of let this place. Well, when we would clean for BARP and things like that, we would clean pretty good. But
yes,
we've kind of let this place go. Don't you think?
Oh, 100%.
We don't care about this. I mean, I hope Mark Tate's not listening, and I'm not being disrespectful, but we're not. We're trying to get out. We're trying to get out of here now. Once we finally vacate this, Lummy, I think that I'll have a week an all hands on deck cleaning thing where we try to be good tenants and clean.
Well, good thing is we're working on. I was talking with Macho Man about it this morning. This cleaning company that would probably do it on the house.
Oh, really?
Jeez.
Yes.
Wow. That's great. We got people calling us to be clients now. We're doing so good.
That's right.
I mean, Lummy, it's gonna have to be one of those places that cleans up crime scenes, right? I mean, I think that's what we're gonna need for this place. I don't think Molly Maid's gonna get the job done.
Yeah, Molly Maid's the DNA and the stuff.
We need somebody wearing that Walter White hazmat suit in here.
And Lummy, here's the deal, man. We're not gonna need him until we're officially out of here.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
When we're completely out of here.
Yes.
I got to go back to Nikki's old merch trailer and start going through all my memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. And we just got so much to do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Just chuck it all, man. Chuck it all.
No, I can't chuck
it all.
I got some real valuable stuff back there. Let me said I got a $2,000 Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jersey. You can't chuck that stuff.
No, you can't.
I got some stuff like that. That's where my Dick Buckus Hall of Fame Chicago Bears gimmick is.
You know, people kind of overrate Dan Marino. They don't know that he really wasn't that good and he only played for the Dolphins for 1 month.
Yeah, exactly. Zach Lasker. Speaking of Lasker, he'll be here tomorrow. So will Steve Oleski, formerly from the Penguins and a few other teams. He's Brooke Hogan's husband, and he's a good friend of mine. We'll have him in here as well. And then right after the show, I might need somebody to man the board, but I might be able to get on the road and head to Ocala at the same time Kushner pulls out of here. Because Macho Man can run the engineering portion of it.
Yeah, that's
right?
that's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got the after show tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you can run the board.
Yes, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.